the roots, let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm silent, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section, man. What's going on? We back again with another one like the other one. Same super heated, man. We back live again, man. Y'all know what time it is. We got some breaking news that we won't report on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Khan, man. Khan, trying to salute to my brother for coming in. Yeah, man, it's disheartening. It's sad. Although I knew it wasn't gonna happen. When you see it, it feels fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It feels fucked up. But you know, it is what it is. You know, can you blame the man for not wanting to be on hold? You know what I'm saying? And stuck. Hey, who knows? We got my boy. Oh man, we got Clever in that fucking house, man. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Them talks is over with, bro. I don't want to hear their names, neither one of them, until the fight happens. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about these cats. I don't want to talk about either one of their fights. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like I'm kind of fed up with it. But I don't blame the fighters though. I blame the business of boxing. So, you know, it is what it is. What's up, Cliff?
Good morning.
What's going down, man? Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, huh?
Yes, sir.
Hold on real quick, man.
I just heard you say that last statement, though. Why you...
Hold on real quick. With all due respect. Hold on. Go ahead.
I said, why do you want to blame the boxing business?
But what are we talking about right
now? Kyle,
your phone breaking up.
I want to ask questions.
Your phone is breaking up.
I know. Can you hear me better?
Yeah. What you say now?
I said, why do you blame the business of boxing, though? I just want to know your stance on that. That's all.
Well, the business of boxing always has to give the blame because it's the business. They're the ones always fucking up what we got going on. Shout out to my boy Vegas Vic.
And then nextly, I would say, how come you never want to talk about the fight?
Because it's not gonna happen, bro. And I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I knew it wasn't gonna happen from the jump.
You remember what we discussed late last night? In the text?
Yeah.
Is that because you thought it would never happen?
No, I've been there. I knew that before Blue even said that. I've been saying that way before that. It just because this is the thing, right?
Right.
If I'm trying to sign you, but I want a 2-fight deal, you said no, I only want 1 fight, then I'm gonna suck you dry. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bleed you out, you know? I'm not gonna give you the same love that I would give somebody that got a couple fight deal with me. You know what I'm saying? But also, uh, I don't know, man, because this is the thing, right? Y'all, y'all put Canelo in position, right? But you're not putting Errol Spence in the position. So
Wait,
that's
wait,
that's
wait,
the
wait, wait,
that's
wait,
the
wait, wait,
problem
wait.
that I have.
What does that mean, though? They put him in position, but they don't put Errol in position. What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean they didn't give him they gave him whatever he wanted, right? They gave Caleb Plant $10 million. Is Caleb Plant, is he worth more than Terrence Crawford? No, not even close. It ain't even up for discussion. He's not more popular than he's not done more than Terrence Crawford to deserve $10 million. Come on, man. Let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it G. Let's keep it all the way 100, bro. Like it's
What
the
does
business of boxing. Listen, as
what
much
the,
as you want to say Terrence Crawford, he don't deserve this or that, I don't give a fuck because he's the one going in the ring, getting punched up, and putting that work in. So I'm always going to say that it's the business of boxing because they're the ones that pay the purses. And if you can pay Caleb Plant $10 million, I'm sure as shit that you can pay Terrence Crawford $10 million. That's just the facts. And I don't give a fuck what we think he worth. It's what he think he worth. So we can't put a price tag on somebody else's pockets on the hard work that they put in. He put himself in a position to get the money that he's asking for. That's what he did. That's what he wanted to do.
Kyle? But
No, man, we don't. I don't blame fighters, bro. The
no,
fighters
I'm
don't
not
have the
doing
money.
it. Kyle, stop,
Fighters
stop.
don't put the money up,
Kyle,
dude.
Okay, okay. That's not what I was gonna say. What I was going to say was Caleb Plant got 10 million because that's just what the maximum fight had generated, and I'm sure he
The
got
fight didn't
more than
generate that.
no. Let me finish.
That
Come on, man. Let me
come
finish.
on, man. Come on, come on.
Listen, man. Man, why? Anywho,
Because you
I
want to
don't want
blame
to.
Terrence
No,
Crawford.
I
You're
don't want
about
to.
to blame Terrence Crawford, bro.
Bro, stop. Please stop putting words in my mouth. I'm trying to
Okay, go
actually
ahead.
ask you questions to be objective. Frankly, man, I don't care about any of this shit. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't care about any of this shit. Because I tried to tell people all the time that look, man, yada 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 is messy, and because of that, we won't get the fight. That's what I said. That's what I said, and I stand on that to this day. So I don't really care about this, but my boxing heart, very disappointed, very hurt, and frankly, it's hurt because what we're about to talk more about in this situation. Because yes, people are going to put more blame on this side when that's just not the case. But anywho, the reason why he got $2 million, bro, is because that's what that fight generated, commanded, and he got. I'm sure he got more than 10
That's
million.
come on.
No, listen to me. He got more than 10 million, brother. He got way more than $10 million on that fight, upwards to almost dang near 20 because pay-per-view. There was more money coming in that he split with Canelo on that back end. I'm sure he got way more than $10 million, brother.
Listen to what I'm
Way more.
telling you, though. Listen to what I'm telling you.
I'm listening.
He got 10 million up front. Terrence Crawford didn't get 10 million up front.
Are you sure about that, Kyle? I'm asking you. I don't want to hear about everyone else. I'm asking you. Are you sure about he got 10 million up front, meaning that was his guarantee? Is that what you're telling me?
That's what Caleb Plant got, 10 million up front. Guaranteed money. That was his guarantee. 10 million.
Okay, that's news to my ears, and more on that later. More on that later. So again, he got more than $10 million. Like, dude, like, who gives a fuck about a $10 million guarantee when you're gonna get twice as much as that? Who cares? Who cares? I really don't. I don't understand that, especially if we all understand that. I'm going to say it. PBC, their model is pay-per-view when it comes to their top fighters and or top fights that they are willing to put on pay-per-view. Who cares about their guarantees? But I'm gonna skip to the end, man. Uh, yeah, when that news broke late last night, especially on the Eastern time, when that broke last night, I said, damn. I said, hot damn. I said, shit, man. That's just what we don't need. And then secondly, I thought we're not gonna get this fight. We're not gonna get this fight, and the reason why we're not gonna get the fight, man, is because A, Errol is gonna be moving up to a different division, and then B, man, for all that has happened, for all that has transpired, for everything that has happened in these negotiations, dude.
My bad, man. My internet is tripping right now, bro.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Did you hear any of that or not?
Hello?
You there, Kyle?
You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? Yeah, my internet.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Salute to my boy A Sneed. Salute to my boy OTB, man, in the fucking house, man. Salute to y'all boys.
Yeah. I was saying, Kyle, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. I'm good now.
Yeah, you're in there. For sure. So I'll just piggyback a little bit because I wanted you to hear it since I was talking to you. I was saying that, I'll skip to the end, man. When we got the news late last night of breaking that Terrence is going to be fighting David Avanesian on whatever day he was, I told myself, I was like, man, that's not what anyone wanted to hear. And then secondly, we're not going to ever get the fight ever. The ship has officially sailed because Bud can't come back to the negotiating table. Can't even come back to the table, man. PBC, they have a pattern of when messy business deals get done. When they get done like that in fashion, they're not coming back to the table because that's just not how they do business. That's not how they do business. So we're not going to get the fight at all, man. And frankly, I know, people deserve to go ahead and vent and get it off their chest, whatever they want to say, no matter what you always believe or what you believe or how you're going to go about it. But yeah, man, Bud can't even come. He can't even come back to the table, unfortunately. If people,
I mean, listen.
Go ahead.
Listen to what I'm telling you. If this pay-per-view does some great numbers, right? If the boxing fan gets if the boxing fan gets behind this pay-per-view, right, and we all support it, right, and it does some great numbers, then he can go back to the table and complete the terms. I'm all for it, man. Getting what he deserves, man.
Listen. Oh, I want to make this clear too. Every fighter deserves every red penny they're going to deserve. That I say this all the time. That when they step in that squared circle, that they deserve every red penny, man. Because this prize fighting is a brutal way to make a living, to make money, to put food on the table. You don't want to be getting beat up all your life to make money. So that's off topic. And I would challenge that statement you just said there, Kyle, because even if like you just heard me, I just said no. It's a no. Like he can't even come back to the table. But even if he does and has success on getting back there and able to negotiate, dude, you're still in the same positioning. And that's why I disagree with what you're saying about this. If we all support, dude, all PBC's got to do is put your pay-per-view numbers up. That's what it's about. Take the names and the emotion out of it. Take Terrence, take Errol out of it. Dude, you are a draw because of your pay-per-view numbers. If people give a dang about you. And in this case, Errol has always had he's a bigger draw, and he's always had a more following, people who actually paid to watch his fights. They have legit numbers on it. They have data back in that. They have analytics. They have the bandwidth. They have everything they need. So he's in the same position because all they're going to say is put your numbers up, and they're going to look at him. They're going to be like, oh man, well, they're not near ours. This is the deal. Okay, hang on. So take the names away from it. That's always been the math equation on how 1 + 1, how we get 2. So I never, like, this whole time, man, I never understood why people were trying to say this, that, and the other about deserving this or deserving that and the third, when that's not the case. That's not how they make money. That's not how they generate money. You guys, you mentioned Canelo early. Dude, Canelo puts butts in the seats. And his price tag is anywhere between 30 and 40 million dollars. He's only over with DAZN helping them get clout because they guaranteed the bag. Like a big bag. 30 plus million dollars. Of course he's going to take that. So, and then you know what? I always make this example too. That's still like crumbs to what Floyd Mayweather was doing on his 5-year deal with Viacom. That dude got $100+ million check every time he fought, like twice a year for 5 years. No one has been able to fathom that. And then you want to know how he did that? You want to know how he accomplished that? You want to know how he even negotiated that? His trusty best friend who he hired, Mr. Al Heyman. But anywho, look, man.
All right, so this is what I'll say, right?
Go ahead.
This is what I'm gonna say, because this really our last day talking about this, but you know I got much love for you, so I'm allowed. I didn't give 30 second time out, but this is what I'll say, right? Let's not get in the habit of letting the business of boxing do what the business of boxing has always done, right? Is fuck over the fighters and
you keep saying that, but how do they fucking wait a minute? How do they?
Because listen,
but how they
listen,
fucking?
This is what I hold on, slow down, cowboy. This is what I'm telling you. Because we end up blaming the fighters for the fight not happening. That's how they're able to get away with this shit. It's because we blame the fighters. The fighters don't have the power to make shit happen. The fighters don't have that power. If it was up to Errol Spence, he would give Terence Crawford whatever the fuck he wants. But it's not up to Errol Spence. And this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying.
Al Heyman? Is that what you're saying?
Once we start saying nobody's ducking anybody, it's the business of boxing that's not making this fight happen, then and we realize that. So if everybody supports this Terence Crawford fight, right? If everybody tell, oh, man, fuck it, man. You know what? Let's help him get what he think he worth. Listen to what I'm oh my God, bro.
I'm sorry, Kyle. Go ahead, man. But like,
listen to what I'm telling you. All right. If everybody supports this pay-per-view, right, and the numbers come back, great. He can go back to the table to PBC, and they have to give him what he wants. You see what I'm saying? But see, he's betting on himself, and you can't be mad at a man that's betting on himself. So I think we need to get behind him and help him bet on himself. You know what I'm saying? Because the business of boxing, all they do is tell us what we're gonna watch. They never give us what we want. They always tell us what they want us to have. And they've been doing that for a long time. The last promoter that gave us what we wanted was Don King. Since then, shit ain't been right. That's my opinion. But go ahead.
You said something there where I want to give you some points where I want to say that's fair. Like, as in just actually, man. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, Kyle, you're right. And thanks for, thank you for letting us talk about this on your channel, because I know you don't really like to talk about it much. Listen, man, my gripe stands. I'm standing and dying on this hill. I don't appreciate you guys blaming Al Heyman, PBC. And
they got the money, Steph. They the money people. They the suits. They the people with the money. They make the final decision. It's their fault. That's why I'm blaming. Listen, I'm not blaming Al Heyman.
Yes, you are.
Listen
the
chairman.
He's the owner.
Hold on. We can blame Showtime. They're part of the business of boxing. Showtime is a part of the business of Showtime is a part of the business of boxing. We can blame them too. What I'm saying is, I'm not going to blame Bud or Earl. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm going to blame the people that got the power to make the fight happen.
You can't blame Errol. Even if you wanted to blame Errol, you can't blame him. Okay, let's go to that real fast. Let me ask you a question. If we wanted to, how would it be Errol Spence Jr.'s fault that this fight didn't get done? How would it be his fault?
It couldn't be. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to blame
Then
him
stop lumping him in there. Stop saying his name, please.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm telling you that I'm not going to blame him. I'm saying that for the Terence Crawford fan, and I'm saying that for the Errol Spence fan. You can't blame them. You got to blame the business of boxing.
Okay.
It is on the suits, man. Okay. It is on the suits.
Okay.
I'm talking to Reggie Owens right now. It is on the suits, bro. They got the power to put the money up.
No.
They got the money.
Okay. No. I'm going to use your logic. Let me use that logic. You keep saying they have the power to put the money up. I say they don't. And the reason why they don't have the power is because PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, is a boxing stable, an overall big boxing stable. I was just explaining. My dad called me early this week, and I got to explain it this way to him, and he got it. Again, the PBC, Premier Boxing Champions, are a boxing stable. They also have, meaning like when I said that big banner, they're an umbrella. They have smaller companies within, whether it be a fighters company, whether it be TGP Promotions, whether it be Samson & Company, or any other small populous little promotional company that works hand in hand with them. Top Rank has the same thing. Top Rank, I explained the same way. Top Rank is a big overall boxing stable who work hand in hand. You know, they just did a fight with Lou DiBella. They do fights with Zanfer. Same thing with PBC. So PBC, their bosses, meaning the people who they work with, who they work deals out with, they worked it out with Viacom, the Murdoch family, who owns CBS and Fox. The networks, my friends, are the ones who pay for this shit. PBC, Top Rank are only the main middleman because they are a boxing company. They are a boxing stable. They have the fighters to give to the networks to not only be promoted and displayed and showcased. So Viacom from the start, CBS, Showtime, from the start, dating back, I'm going to just go back to November of 21, so just about a year ago, has always said, because they have the data, they have the analytics, they have the stats, they have the facts, they have the information on how to generate the money that they're looking to generate. And before I go any further more, I want to make this known too. They don't give a shit about this fight, meaning any major fight, because I'm going to use PBC for the example. Showtime example. I learned this from Tay Jones. Shout out to Tay Jones, Steven Espinoza. Pay-per-view boxing is not how they make money in their sports zone. At all. It's just a cherry on top because it doesn't cost them anything, but they can make a lot of money on the risk. So that's why they do it. How they make their money, in Showtime's case, subscription-based. It's the same thing as DAZN. They need subscribers to subscribe and keep paying the dang bills to keep the lights on or to keep that sports section paying on. That is how Steven Espinoza makes the money. That's why he said when we make fights, their fighters, they get over 90%. Verbatim, sir. They get over 90% of the money that they've received off the pay-per-view. You don't believe me? Go watch the interview with Tay Jones and Steven Espinoza. Tay is interviewing and asking the questions on how the money is made and what they do with it and yada yada, because there's been so many questions throughout this crazy saga-ness. Also, too, I know this for a fact. I'm going to throw in my little bragging rights. There's a guy named Kenneth Bahari who's on the PBC podcast. I was at the fight a weekend ago at Wilder and Hellenius and ran into him, and we got to chopping it up. And he told me, because I was asking him some heated questions about this stuff, and he told me when when the word got out to Crawford, and because he needs all this transparency and stuff, and he asked to, not asked, they showed him how much money Errol Spence makes over his, they showed him the data, they showed him the books. He was shocked, mouth open, dropped to the floor, because since they put on the pay-per-view, right? That's how he makes his bread, the back end, right? All that talk and all that back end bread we keep hearing. He was shocked to see. Not shocked that, oh my goodness. He was shocked. He was saying, wow, that's how much money he's making, because that's not what he makes. Anywho, back to it. Because people keep wanting to blame PBC. So like I was saying, from the get-go, CBS told us this was not a big fight in terms of money, of generating money, and truthfully, what their risk versus reward, whatever they're looking for. I don't know what that is, but they obviously told us from the get-go, this is not what you guys think. We, the fans, keep saying, oh, this is the big fight. This is that. All of these guys are going to get all this money, yada, yada, yada. I've always gone against that, because I don't see it either with my eyes or in the works. Why? Because they've seen the numbers that Bud does. They know that. They knew that. They've been knowing that the whole time, meaning his entirety of when it comes to him generating money, him being a boxer and bringing money into the table. Again, take the names off when I said, how did we get here? 1 + 1, A side, B side. One guy's a draw, one guy is a smaller draw. One guy brings in more, one guy brings in less. Together, they make one awesome price. So you add those names in, you put those names back in, it's Errol, who's the A side, and it's Terrence, who's the B side. What is a B side? A B side or let me rephrase that. What is the B side's job in these negotiations? The B side is to try to get Errol, the A side, to agree as much as he can as possible that he's negotiating, to get him to agree to what he wants in the fight. The A side, Errol, what is he doing? This is why I always say we can't blame him. I don't know why you guys are trying to blame him. The A side don't got to do nothing. The A side is the one who brings the party. The A side is the one who brings in the beer and the babes at the house party. They don't got to do nothing. They made it. Why are we even talking about this fight? Because Errol called this man out April 16th and has tried his dang hardest to get in the ring with him. Why? Because he wants that belt. He's had all this time to do so. And then people, I've heard all sorts of things here in the last 6.5, 7 months. And I'm just like, what has Errol ever said about these fights and these negotiations? Has his sentiment, has his attitude? I'm sorry I'm talking a lot, chat, but what is his attitude? It's always been positive. And he's always spoke highly of Terrence. And he's always said he wants to fight. The fight's coming. We believe the fight. They put the camera and ask questionnaires to my boy Steven Espinoza. I'm more optimistic than I ever been when it comes to this fight. We want the fight. We'll believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, I don't know, this year. We don't know, but this year. So all this other stuff, whether it's YouTube channels, Twitter, ESPN in some cases, all that stuff, meaning that newsworthy stuff breaking, where do you think it came from? It came from the Crawford camp. It came from Terrence Crawford. It came from his handlers linking things. I always say, my dad used to tell me all the time, when things get linked, that's because somebody wants it to be linked. They just don't up and just, secrets don't just up and get told. Someone wanted to tell that secret. So all that stuff, man, all that stuff. And about going on a month ago now, about 3 weeks ago now, when Coppinger came out with, he agreed to everything with an exception of approval of expenses and things like that. Dude, you're asking Viacom, who owns Viacom, the Murdoch family, these white guys who are who are fucking thugs in the international multimedia business, and have been running things and have been doing things for a very long time. They don't fucking give a shit about no $30 million fight, and you're asking to see their books. When I heard that, I said, "Oh no, man. Well, that's just again not what we want to hear."
But dog, if I'm independent, I should be able to see what's going on, especially if I
Pal,
accept
stop making that
okay, but
bullshit up.
Listen,
Stop making that bullshit up. Ain't nobody in the history ever come into no fight asking for that shit. Like y'all hearing this shit from
but
internet
hang on,
niggas.
Reggie. Hang on,
You
Reggie.
can't walk in
Reggie.
there and tell me give me your books. You ain't no accounting firm. You ain't none of that shit.
But hang on,
And
Reggie.
Bud
Hang on,
needs
Reggie.
this.
nigga,
Like
if I
y'all
go in there with
spewing
my
out a lot
lawyers,
of
hold on, hold on,
internet.
hold
But
on, hold
Reggie,
on.
Y'all
but Reggie.
spewing
Okay,
out a
but
If
lot
I
of
hang on,
hold
hang
on,
on.
internet
hold on,
bullshit,
hold on,
bro.
hold on,
Oh,
hold on,
okay,
hold on,
okay,
hold on.
okay, okay. Kyle.
Hold on, real quick. Nah, nigga, you talk for a long time. We're gonna let Reggie Owens say his piece, and then we'll go from there. But let Reggie Owens go, because nigga, you've been going for a long time. Nigga. Let Reggie Owens go, and then we'll respond to Reggie Owens.
Yeah, this nigga talking about going in there asking for your books. For what? What are you asking for? You ask for your guarantees, what you want, you put it on the table, they give it to you. What are you looking to go in the books for? You're gonna find your money, and the Ali Act opens that to where fighters are privy to know where money is coming from for these damn fights. You ain't doing no other time of your damn career. You satisfied with taking that money. Now you sat in here with some propped up thoughts of that you're sitting in here negotiating with these guys. You got this negotiations going on, but you also got a backdoor deal going on for yourself. And it's like it's one thing to have the
Oh, you just
backdoor
went out. You
deal.
just went out.
Who me?
Hold on, you went out. You went out. Say it again. Say that again. You went out.
Oh, but to say like this dude has this negotiations going on with Earl Spence, with the PBC, and with Showtime to broadcast it. So you got this going on, but unbeknownst to everybody, you got a backdoor deal going on. And it's not so much of just it being a backdoor deal, but who are you fighting? What does this guy bring to the table? Not a goddamn thing. And then what are you fighting on? How do people access where you're fighting? That's the bullshit behind it. This ain't no Al Heyman. This ain't no Showtime. This is exclusively Bud. It ain't nobody else. People can scapegoat because you don't hear from Al, you don't hear none of them talk. This is exclusively on Bud. This is a fight he should have made. He should have made it for the sport of boxing. He was going to get paid. They wasn't going to lowball that dude. It's just full of crap. And he done led people on. You had a lot of excitement. He's been doing a lot of interviews, leading people in. Nobody asked for David Avasanian. Leading every interview, I've recently seen this dude in to where everybody's asking about this fight. And even him leaving the door of speculation like, oh, the fight's coming soon. But you got David Avasinian. I'm pretty sure nobody in his camp, even his friends who are cool with him, are giving a side eye silently about that. Keyshawn Davis and them got to be giving a side eye about it. Whoever else is cool with him got to be giving a side eye. But is the money going to be good that he's going to come out with fighting a virtually unknown opponent? Yeah, the money's going to be good. But you dropped the ball. No way PBC should come back to the table with this dude. Move on. And also, he blacklisted himself. Who's going to want to work with this dude now? Like that was stupid as hell. Should have pulled away from the table, not do it while you're in the midst of negotiations and got some other shit going on. That was dumb.
Yeah, man. Hey, how y'all doing, chat?
What's up, Dog Money? Morning.
Say,
Dog Money,
man.
what's up with it, bro?
Say, man. First thing about opening the books. I know y'all know about record sales. I know y'all have heard of sound scan, right? I know you heard of auditors. You fucking get your number. You know what I mean? When you do bids, like my guy was saying, Ali Act and shit like that, you got taxes, you got auditors. You think these people is gonna cheat this dude out of his money with the kind of you know what I'm saying? You already know these guys get their damn fights audited. You know what I mean? Period. So that's just a bunch of bullshit, man. The dude, the dude is difficult to deal with. Bob Arum said he did the same shit with the Kell Brook fight. The motherfucker wouldn't sign the contract. You know what I mean? Then he'll sign the contract and then want to start negotiating again. This is what Bob Arum said. You know what I mean? So you gonna hold this dude up for fucking 6 7 months. Earl Spence hold him up, negotiating in bad faith. I'd sue his goddamn ass if I was Earl. You hold this guy's
On the
career up.
real.
You hold this guy's career up for 7 8 months, negotiating in bad faith, and get a fucking fight deal done in a fucking week. You understand what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, dude. And then they're talking. What the word is right now is, well, he's gonna do this tune-up. Then they're gonna revisit the Earl Spence fight. Earl is not gonna tell you. EJ not gonna fight this motherfucker, dude. Just think about this right here, right? Let's say, right, you got this little old chick you've been fucking with, right? And she lived, let's say she lived about 20 blocks away. It's fucking 99 degrees outside. No, it's 103. She been telling you all summer she's gonna let you get that little ass. You know when you're a young nigga, right? You walk 20 blocks to go get this ass. Then she tell you, I was just playing. Well, we can't do it right now. My mom and them in there. You know what I mean? I just wanted to see you. Then 3 days later, she call you back again and say, come on, I'm going to give you the pussy for real this time. What would you do? Like, bitch, keep
Be
that
like,
pussy.
I got 10 new hoes.
Man, you keep that pussy. I'm not walking through all this. I'm not going through all this shit again just for you. You know what I'm saying? The fight is dead, man. The dude already ain't finna fight Keith Thurman. He ain't gonna fight this dude, man. He done fucked up. I mean, I wouldn't fight the mother. Man, come on. A whole career? I mean, that's fucking millions of dollars. That's a fight. And this dude done lost what? 10, $15 million fucking with Bud Crawford. Would you fight him after this shit? Would you go back into to negotiations with a motherfucker like that?
Nope, he Keith Thurman to Earl Spence now.
This is a question to the chat. Everybody go around. If a motherfucker holds you up and cause you to lose that much money, would you come back and go into negotiation with him again? If a motherfucker holds you up for a whole, make you lose like 10, $12 million. Would you? No, you'd be like, man, fuck that nigga, man. You know what I mean? This shit is unreal. I'm fucking sick. I'm pissed off. I wanted to motherfucking fight. I'm so goddamn tired of all these people talking. And then this shit here. Who the fuck is David? What's his Abercrombie? Fucking David Cordell. What's the motherfucking name? Who the fuck is this dude? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. We have had a psyops ran on us. For everybody, if you be watching shit like Blue Bud Sports, and I ain't dissing Blue, I like Blue. Drop a dub on your boy Blue. I like Blue, but Blue, this has been a psyops. The fucking company that's finna put this fight on, Blue Blood, is affiliated with these people. So he been out here pumping this shit about they won't pay the man. They won't pay the man. Motherfucker, ain't nobody finna pay you. These motherfuckers, this shit is finna flop. They say 8 figures, what, like 10 mil? Who the fuck finna buy this fight? Is anybody in this chat room finna buy the Bud Crawford fight, fighting some fucking David Abercrombie? Is anybody gonna buy that fight? I ain't buying that shit. I ain't even gonna stream that shit. I ain't gonna even watch that shit on YouTube. I don't even want to see this shit. If you ain't in the ring with Earl Smith, I don't even want to see you fight no fucking more. Man, fucking go somewhere, dig a hole, and fucking die. Can't stand that bitch. I'm through, man. God damn, I'm pissed. That dirty bitch.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dog Money.
Yeah, man, that bitch, man, I'm just saying though, dude. They done led all us, I mean, the whole fucking country, all us boxing fans, we have been motherfucking misused and abused. I feel like a battered bitch. And I ain't taking this shit no more, man. And I'm done, man. I'm done. Somebody else, man, god damn.
Let me get this super chat out the way. Bitch slap Bud for ducking Spence. Pure facts. Yeah, I mean, listen, dog. I'm gonna be honest with y'all niggas, though. Like, let's just keep it a buck, though. Right? We always blame the fighters for the fight not happening, but we never blame the niggas in them suits. If this was Bob Aaron, we'd be on his ass too. You know what I'm
If it
saying?
was Al Heyman, would be on his ass too. Like, stop that.
But I think it's hit either it's Al Heyman or it's probably Showtime. Somebody somewhere don't want to kick out the money. That's what I think. I just
What
can't blame.
money?
I'm
Wait,
not
wait.
blaming fighters, bro. Listen, I'm not gonna blame the fighters that's been busting their ass their whole fucking lives to get to a point where
What?
they believe
But
they are.
what
That's not
money
what I'm
though,
doing.
Kyle? Kyle, what money? A and then B. Look, everyone keeps saying $10 million, $10 million, $10 million because that's what he's getting. He's gonna get more than $10 million fighting Errol Spence.
Facts, bro. And then these niggas talking about money. Who's put on bigger fights in this era of boxing than Al Heyman, bro? Bob Arum ain't paying nobody shit. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I ain't never
But
heard Michael
but what
Jackson
what, what
complain about none of his chicks.
but
Facts.
what money though is everyone talking about? What Kyle? What do you mean? Like what money are they withholding from him?
I'm saying whatever he feel like he deserves.
Man, that
Look,
is what you talking about deserve. He has been
Man.
greedy and has fucked over negotiation. Where's this fight being fought at? This is the other retraction to this whole event. Is this fight being fought in Vegas? Is it being fought in New York? Is it being fought in Los Angeles? I'm hearing this
Ne-
shit being fought in Nebraska. Who the hell is
Nebraska
traveling to
on some
Nebraska,
shit
bro?
called Black
who's
Planet.
gonna be in
Is
Nebraska in
traveling to
December?
Nebraska to go watch a fight.
In
So don't give
December.
me about the suit blaming. The suit
Well,
blaming
listen.
is convenient. Let me say this because y'all like to do this shit with Fred, but Fred's a fucking idiot. And I wish y'all wake up
Thank
and
you,
see that.
Reggie. That guy's a
But this shit,
fucking
Hey, I
this
agree with
shit
that,
with this
Reggie.
this shit about the
Hold,
suits and
hold,
all that
hold on,
because
hold on.
Al
But
Heyman is
listen,
quiet.
hold on, real quick though. Fred told y'all niggas, me and Fred. I've said this shit longer than Fred. I've been said this fight wasn't gonna happen, but Fred told y'all the fight wasn't gonna happen, and it didn't happen. So he
No,
can't be
it
that much of
didn't
an idiot if
happen
he told
because
you.
of it
No,
didn't
that nigga
happen
just an
because
idiot
of no,
anyway.
it didn't happen because a fighter made an idiot move. This is an
Thank you.
idiot move for Bud. So it's idiots making idiots
No.
decisions and making idiot
Hold
statements.
on a second. Hold on a second. It ain't an idiot move because motherfucker, if I all I had to fight was a tomato can for 10 million, hell, I'd do it too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, but no, this is the other side why it's an idiot move because what do they say? People can go for fast money, but sometimes it ends, it crash and burns. And this fast
Yeah.
money decision can be a crash and burn decision. And even for the company to go in there and take that, where you this company to do that, you have to find a market to where you're gonna make the return in gate revenue,
Oh, this
and then
shit
you
finna
gotta and
flop.
then you gotta wonder what you're gonna do on the pay-per-view side. People pirate the hell out of fights. Fans be boxing fans are finicky as hell, and they showing the hell don't want to fight no David Avicennia. What highlights you gonna put up of David Avicennia to sell him off as he's some
No,
hot damn commodity? And then
this
if
And he
fight,
got
David
he got
Avicennia,
knocked out.
hey,
I
but
thought it
He
was
listen,
got
Ebenezer.
what if David
he,
Avicennia come in here and knock Bud out?
oh my God.
I
Oh
mean
my God.
he got knocked out by Mean Machine. So I don't I don't I don't know,
Man,
man.
Go ahead,
I
man.
Nardi.
I
Go ahead, man.
I just look at it like, man, Bud gonna do what he gonna do. He don't surprise me because I pay attention to patterns, man. And once as a man, all you got is your balls and your word, man. Once you start frolicking your word around, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop trusting you then. So he doing the same type of shit he been doing, slaying bums for the highest price. That's what he been doing. They always talk about him knocking out the last six opponents. Man, he cherry picked each opponent, bro. First of all. Second of all, I see the whole setup. He set it all up, man. Y'all ever heard of the loudest person in the room, man? That's who Bud is. I don't know why people is confused. All of us is grown. We in our 30s and 40s, and niggas act like we ain't seen this type of person before. Oh, I want to fight Earl Spence. I could say that a million times. But if when the negotiations start and when the fight get close, I don't want the fight. Oh, it can't even be 50-50. Every time it got close, he had some shit. And then they start saying, oh, Errol Spence fighting somebody on November 19th, regardless if it's Bud or not. Now I go put the battery in blue back, lie to him, got him looking like a goddamn fool. talking about some bullshit when the facts that came out and he didn't agree to shit. You know what I'm saying? And now he finna go fight another bum. My issue is with his fans. See, as a man, bro, if Errol do some weak shit, bro, I'm not defending that, bro. When he was talking about why is Bud at my fight and all that type of shit, bro, I wasn't fucking with that. Niggas asking me about that, bro. I don't got no comment because I'm not fucking with it. So when I sit up and I listen to these niggas defend this bitch ass shit, cuz that shit kind of even make me look at niggas different. Cause you know what I mean? We all supposed to
Real
be
talk on the
bro,
real dude.
bro, we supposed to be men. We all sit up and chop this game up, man, like grown men. And the facts is right there, bro. The man just negotiated 2 fights at the same time when he been screaming he wanted to fight Errol for the life of him for years, cuz. And now all of a sudden, when Errol drop a tweet, he finna fight somebody else. The man been Twitter fingers his whole fucking career. Now all of a sudden he can't respond. His sister and his nephew. Have y'all ever met a nigga that tell his mama a lie about something that's going on in the streets and then the nigga get killed? And then his mama be at the press conference talking about her baby was this, that, and shit didn't happen, not even knowing the nigga was a fucking dork and got himself killed. That's what the fuck it looked like to me, bro. The niggas, bro, like at the end of the day, man, he ducking. I seen it coming. But the way niggas is justifying what he doing, it kind of hurt me a little bit because I fuck with niggas, bro. Like everybody sit up and chop it up. It don't matter if you fuck with Bud or not. You know what I'm saying? But to see niggas try to find a way to defend this shit, bro, is beyond me, bro. I'm kind of like I ain't gonna lose respect for a nigga as a man because you know what I'm saying. We are, this is just boxing. But as far as niggas boxing credibility with me, it's shot. Man, it's shot. I don't want to hear nothing you niggas talking about no more. Anybody that's saying anything other than the shit is weak, man. Now, if a nigga want to say, oh, he went after the bag, all right, say that. Say that, bro. But at the same time, I don't want to hear about Errol Spence. They just called Errol Spence a duck for fighting champions and getting belts instead of fighting him. And now he's fighting David Academics, and the whole time, but he ain't ducking in the fight right here. Man, I'm gonna just leave it right there because I'm gonna keep going on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Because the man complained about fighting on the app with ESPN, and now he's fighting. I don't know what the hell this shit is that he's fighting on now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm disgusted. I feel bad for Errol because it's leaving him in a tough spot because he could have just said, hey, man, I got a backup plan, bro. This is what I'm trying to do. If this ain't going to work, I'm doing this. So Errol could have did the same thing, but it seemed like he tried to leave him high and dry on purpose. Then you got niggas like Blue Blood.
Did you cut out, Nardi?
Yeah, he cut out.
You cut out. But no, he's speaking facts. He's speaking 1,000,000,000% fact.
But I mean,
Well, listen, guys. I let y'all get off. Y'all know I don't even like talking about this fucking subject. So, this in itself was big for me. Okay, but let's talk about the face of boxing.
Can y'all hear me now?
Oh my God! Come on, man.
You know.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Real quick though, hey Nardi.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just inquired somebody.
Yeah, I know you want to talk about that because you was just over here defending Terrence Crawford, nigga.
I still am, nigga. I'm defending both fighters, nigga. It's always
you're not defending Errol
fuck the
Spence.
suits, no matter what suit it is.
You can't defend both
Nah,
fighters,
nigga,
bro.
you
It's only
can't, bro.
one fight.
You're not defending Errol Spence, though.
Make that shit believable. Because Cal, you also
So it's been a pattern, bro. It's been a pattern. I've been on multiple platforms. Go ahead.
Cal, can I call you out? Can I call you out for why you defending Bud? Because we all know who you cool with in Bud camp.
Right. Thank you.
So you're trying to defend him. You can't even keep it authentic. You got to conflict it. You got to conflict the interest.
Get him.
You got conflict the interest.
Listen. They ain't got shit to do with nothing. Listen, what I'm telling you is this though. That's what I'm telling you though. Make the man an offer he can't refuse, man.
You got to
cry. Hold on, Kyle, bro. They just said.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me get these drops together, man, because y'all, you know what I mean?
Get something together, nigga.
What? Please what?
Say,
Come on, man.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
say,
Wait.
You know what I'm
Hang,
saying?
Cal,
wait.
what
Wait. Wait.
about
Wait. Hang on.
Spence though,
Gentlemen.
man? What about Spence though, man? What about how this dude that drug
Wait. Wait.
Spence through the
Wait. Dog.
mud,
Wait. Dog.
Cal?
1 second, sir. 1 second, sir.
They done
Wait. You
drug this
You
dude
said.
through the mud.
Listen,
Right. All right,
they
Kyle. You
gave
said
Caleb Plant.
no. Kyle. Hang on.
Fuck up, nigga.
Kyle, you just
Listen,
said no.
they,
Kyle.
bro,
I
we
gotta ask
can't
you a
talk at the
question,
same
man.
time, bro. I'm
I
trying
gotta
to
ask
make
you
a
a
point
question,
though.
though, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You said he was offered a deal that he couldn't refuse, dude.
That's not what I
He was
said,
gonna
bro. You
make
wasn't
more
listening.
than $10 million.
That's not what I said, bro. You wasn't listening.
He said he should have offered him a deal he couldn't refuse.
Thank you, dog, man. That's what I said.
So the B side, hold on. So I can be the B side, and I can come tell you, I can come play the video game at you niggas' house and tell you niggas, boy, we got to turn the speed to 100, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? I got to turn my sliders up, nigga. Or I ain't playing, nigga. I'm out of here.
And then,
And niggas
hey,
supposed to
hold
do
on. Then it was Caleb Plant the A side or the B side.
B side.
B
Why you
side.
bringing Caleb Plant up?
Okay.
What Caleb
He
Plant
got
got
because
to
he
do
got
with
They
it?
10
always
fucking
got to
million.
be
That's why I'm bringing up
Not
good.
Caleb
no
Plant.
or
Because he got
Caleb
10
Plant.
fucking million. That's why I'm bringing up Caleb Plant about this
Hey,
motherfucker.
on a fight that did 800,000,
Thank
800
you. Like, what are
ribeyes.
you
You didn't know
talking
what the
about?
fuck this fight was gonna do. You didn't know
They
what
ain't
the
gonna do
fuck
no
that fight was
fucking
gonna
eight.
do. You don't know
He
what
wasn't
this
gonna
fight
do,
gonna do.
Not
man. Come on,
800,000.
Hear
man.
that shit,
Not
man.
Come on,
800,000.
man. Come on,
Listen. At the end
man.
of the day, bro. At the end of the day, bro. Cough up the fucking money, man. I don't want to
Hey,
hear
let
all
me
that.
ask y'all
It's the
this. Did
fighter
y'all
fault
not
shit, man.
No, it's
You
did
not
got
y'all
cough up
not
the
any
hear about
money.
them
It's a
sending the
business,
contract?
bro.
Did y'all not hear about them sending the contract back? Was the stuff fixed that they asked to get fixed, man? And did y'all not read the article that said the three things that the man wanted fixed that Errol Camp felt like they was not a big deal and they fixed it and sent the contract back? So if everybody has them facts, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Just think about this, bro. Your man's, 'cause that's your man. Your man's nigga been Twitter fingered the fuck out for so long, bro. I'm talking about Errol Spence ain't even hitting sin before this nigga clapping back about Bo Mac and all this other shit. And now all of a sudden, the nigga letting his sister and his nephew speak up because the nigga don't got nothing to say, bro. Come on, bro. You gotta keep this shit. At some point, nigga gotta keep it real, bro. I understand if a nigga like a nigga, you know what I mean? But my likeness for a nigga will never go past, you know what I'm saying, me seeing shit for me keeping it real about some shit, bro. The nigga
Hey,
not on no real shit.
hey, I got a
Do you
disclosure I
think
like
this
to
shit?
make.
Do you
I
think
got a
this shit gonna
disclosure.
eat Terrence? Oh, sorry. Go.
I got a disclosure. Um, Kyle, I'm coming at your throat, but I'm not really trying to kill you. Uh, I know you friends with Fred, and Fred is a big time PBC Heyman hater. Man, when they took the
Mhm.
nigga press pass, they really hurt that boy feelings, man.
Now that lady
And
talk crazy to him.
yeah, that dude, that boy, that nigga wake up in the middle of the night, fuck it out, Heyman. That motherfucker.
That ain't got shit to do. That ain't got
He
shit to
wake
do
up
with
in a
how I
cold
feel though.
sweat.
Listen,
Man,
listen,
Cal,
listen,
you be
listen. If I
regurgitating a
gave a
lot of
fuck, hold on,
Fred
Yeah,
hold on,
speak
hold
on
on.
it,
If
bullshit.
I
Kyle.
gave a
Speak on it.
fuck, hold on. If I gave a fuck about how somebody felt about decisions that I make, my nigga, Reggie Owens wouldn't be my friend. Reggie
You
Owens wouldn't be
ride
on my
with your
channel if
boy.
I
You
gave a
ride
fuck.
with your
You're,
Listen what
you're
I'm
dog,
saying
still
though.
man.
you're
So
Hey,
still
hold
my
on, hold on,
hey,
hold
homie,
on,
hey,
but
hold
you
on,
do
hold on,
hey,
hold on, hold on,
hey,
regurgitate a lot of Fred talk anyways.
hey, in Kyle
Fuck all that.
defense,
Fuck all
bro.
that. Fuck
Hey,
all
in
that.
Kyle
What we
defense,
not
I
gonna do? No, no, no,
remember.
no, 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 no. What we not gonna do is do that, nigga.
Kyle a
Because
good
I stand.
friend.
Hold on, my nigga.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Kyle,
Kyle
get
was
jumped
against
up.
PBC from the gate, bro. I remember, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Kyle, you got some pickles beside you?
nah, nigga.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick.
You know
That's
what I'm
fucking
saying?
good. That's good,
But
doggy.
like I
That's
said, yeah,
good.
don't hold on. Listen, what we're not gonna do is attack Kyle Davis' character, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, I don't live my life off of Fred. You know what I'm saying? That's why man, 100 grand pots and pans, all the shit. But I live my life how I live my life, nigga. I don't cape for no fucking body. But I'm saying this is how I feel. I don't say how another motherfucker feel. I say how the fuck I feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like me and Reggie Owens done went back and forth. That's why I made 100 grand. At the end of the day, me and Reggie talk off wax. Me and Reggie done been in each other's presence in person. You know what I'm saying? The same motherfucker I am on this internet is the same motherfucker I am off this internet. Anybody that's met me in real life can tell you that, bro. So I don't if a motherfucker feel how a motherfucker feels, how they feel. I'm not finna get involved in how two grown men feel about each other. I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm saying is I'm going off of my experiences with the PBC, and I see how shit was going, and I see how they maneuver. And I'm gonna say this: if you can give Caleb Plant $10 million, hey, we got a very special guest right now. Hold on, real quick, y'all. We got a very special guest in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The man that should be fighting David Benavidez instead of Uzataki. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker that put Uzataki in the fucking dirt. You understand what I'm saying? My motherfucking dog. You know what I'm saying? My boy Lonnie be in the fucking house, man.
Yes, sir. What's going on? Good morning, everybody.
Man, what's going on, man?
What's up?
I'm good. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in LA in camp with Zerto.
Oh, getting ready for
give us
Duval, huh?
Yeah, yep.
Let's hear your thoughts on this Terrence thing. And I know you hate the PBC, but let's keep it real.
Yeah, no, you know it's crazy. I don't hate PBC. I just think that like you got certain people over there. I just feel like one person shouldn't influence. Shouldn't be able to, like, one person lying shouldn't be able to influence a whole staff to blackball somebody. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. What I did, I went out there and I've done everything I was asked to do. For pretty much with the money I was getting paid, I was pretty much doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? So then when I win the big fight and I ask to be treated fairly, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? If anybody can tell me what's wrong with that, I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? All I said was, yo, let's negotiate. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm in a position where I can make money now. This is a business, right? How come when the A side negotiate, it's all good, but when the B side try to negotiate, he don't want to fight? Like, I was just trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hate PBC. I just think that,
we know how you feel now.
yeah, I just think like you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I don't hate PBC. I just think that they need to be a little more fair and put themselves in other people's shoes. Like, yo, if that was me, I would try to do the same thing. How can I knock the kid for trying to get paid? He won. Everybody else getting paid. What, he don't deserve to make no money?
Well, he's not representing.
Right.
Al Hammond don't represent Terrence Crawford.
But no, I remember when you was on Fred and you was talking about it, you were speaking of it, but who was representing you? That's also the other thing with dealing with business. That's even like in court.
Right.
Court ain't gonna really want to talk to you when you representing yourself without legal counsel. And I think you were saying you was going in by yourself. And I think sometimes that's the wrong move that fighters who tend to want to bet on themselves make. You got to go in with representation that's right. Some people make the mistake trying to put their family and friends in those positions of management, and you can't.
Right.
But I think they should have offered you and let you come to the table. But it was like I think you made some moves wrong when listening to that when you did that interview like a year or a half ago.
Yeah.
Like there's things you could have did from the business standpoint of dealing with business people.
Yeah. No, wait, and here's my thing, right? And to touch on that, here's my thing. The fighter getting in the ring is like, why don't the promoter want to talk to the fighter unless they got something to hide? Like, I think they be trying to bribe the promoter. I think they be trying to bribe the manager. You know what I'm saying? I think most managers go for it. You got some that don't. So, but my thing is this: if you talking about me, how come I can't be in the room listening to conversations that's being told about my livelihood?
Mr. Thompson,
you should be able to be in there.
Hang on. Mr. Thompson, Terrence came out with that statement last night saying when, where, and how, and why things went the way they did.
Right.
He said in that statement, he directly was talking to Al Haymon.
Right.
He directly was doing business with Al Haymon. So he was talking to Al Haymon this entire time. That's who he was negotiating with because Al Haymon is Errol's advisor and manager.
Yeah.
So you can't say what you just said moments ago. He was talking with this guy for however long he's been talking to him, negotiating this deal.
Oh, wow. I see.
You don't believe me? Go look at the statement, what Bud said. If you don't believe me.
Hey, look here. If they offered you what they offered Terrence Crawford, I bet you'd be gloving up right now, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, sir. Listen, but wait, but you gotta look at it from my standpoint. I'm a fighter who's never made no money, so $1 million it's good to me. But you got to think Crawford been making money. He's on a pound for pound list, and everybody's acting like that. And um
Thanks, Kevin.
everybody's acting like that Spence can make this kind of money without Crawford. They both need each other. That's my opinion. I think they both need each other. And it's not like everybody want to see this fight because they don't know who's going to win. When you see an Earl Spence fight, like nobody thought Sean was going to give him that good of a fight. Everybody thought Sean was going to get stopped. You know what I'm saying? When Errol Spence fight, you be like, oh, Errol Spence going to crush him. Errol Spence going to crush him. When you bring up Crawford, you like this. I don't know. It's going to be a good one. So they need each other.
I mean, no. Let him go. Let him go. Go ahead.
You talking about in the sense of Errol and Crawford? Okay.
Yeah, Aaron Crawford. I feel like they need each other. I feel like they can't make this kind of money without each other. You know what I'm saying? So I think a fair deal was fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my opinion.
I always advocate for the boxer, but I don't think that with Crawford being the stature that he has, I don't have privy to any inside information, but I haven't heard any of those big fighters complaining. Pacquiao ain't complaining. Canelo ain't complaining. They never have any trouble.
Has never complained. Has never said anything in his career ever about money. Not one time.
I've never heard of. So
never heard of him.
It's kind of then Earl, like man, EJ, like dude, just think about it like this. This is the way I look at it. Like, sure, you didn't, play with this guy for a whole damn year, then all of a sudden you pop up, you got to fight. You know what I mean? You negotiated in bad faith with the dude, man. And EJ could have fought somebody else. You know what I mean? It's like the shit's crazy, man. And you really caused the guy to lose a paycheck, basically. Fucking with Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, tell me about it. And that's the worst thing for boxers is we don't get no older. You know what I'm saying? It's like opportunity. Like time is something you can't get back. I feel like I feel like it should be a law against wasting somebody's time.
And man, in a fight like this, really, money is very important. It's a dangerous sport. But you know damn well if he beats Earl, can you imagine the type of buzz this guy gonna get?
He's gonna be the biggest thing in boxing.
He's gonna be the biggest thing in boxing. You don't bullshit on a fight like this, man. You take this. Here's opportunity to kill the game. But I'm just disappointed. My feelings hurt, man. I ain't gonna even lie, boy.
Hey, it's crazy. I think the whole boxing world feelings hurt. This is a fight I want to see. Like, this is a fight I want to see. Like, I haven't been excited for a boxing match in a long time. But this is a fight I want to see. Like, man, I love both. They both get busy. I love both of them. I just want to see it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to see it, man. I'm gonna be happy for if the fight had happened. I'm a Spence fan, but I'd have been so happy for Crawford if he had won because I know what it means to whoever wins that fight is gonna mean so much to them. It's gonna mean so much to their family. I'm always happy for the winner, even when I'm rooting for a fighter and I'm disappointed that my fighter lost. But I'm still happy the other guy won because it's two sides. You know what I mean? And they gave us a hell of a show. Hey man, that's what it's all about, man.
Hey,
say you the business side behind that, and the fighter does that to you while you're in negotiation with him. Do you allow him to come back to the table, or do you blacklist him?
Well, unfortunately, like they try to blacklist you, which is messed up, man. Because it's like we can disagree on things, but that don't mean you got to stop my livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Like, in these people that's in power, it's like if they do a business deal, they don't get blackballed from doing other business. You get what I'm saying? So it's like just because we couldn't see eye to eye, don't mean you should stop the way I make a living. Because some fighters, this is all they got. So it's just like you just brought up, you said when it means so much when you're out there fighting for your family, fighting to survive. It means so much to take that from a fighter, all because y'all couldn't come, all because y'all couldn't come to a middle ground, an agreement. And since you got power, you say, I'm gonna use my power to ruin you. It's like you only see that in black on black on black. White people help each other, Mexicans help each other, Puerto Ricans help each other. This only happened with black people. You know what I'm saying? And it's foul, man. It's just like it's foul that I beat a world champion my last fight and haven't fought in 3 years.
My goodness.
Have
All
you been
because
offered any
Reggie,
other
Reggie,
fights?
I got a question for you, Reggie.
Wait. Hang on though. Hang on though, like, Mr. Thompson.
yes.
I love that. I love that. You know, I agree and disagree with your brother. But this is the extreme case, and
Yeah.
I know why Reggie went and said and asked you what he asked you, but this is an extreme case because there is historical facts that Bud has defamed the PBC and fighters alike for years.
Right.
For years. I mean, plural. I'm talking 3, 4, 5 years plus.
Yeah.
So, and then of course we fast forward to this year, 2022, negotiations, and then negotiations come to a halt and stop for whatever reasons that none of us on this panel know. Some may know, but you know, that's to be seen and to be said.
Right.
But you know, I've been saying this in streams too. People, and I'll skip to it. People have been saying like, how does this not get done? How does this not get done? And I keep asking people the same question. Like, look, man, where does the information is coming from? And I'm talking about Bud when I say that.
Okay.
All the things we've gotten from him have always been negative. They've never been suited. They've been very misdirection, and they've been very suspect.
I agree.
Not only that, you are in the public eye talking crazy about your adversaries, talking about the PBC. So when Reggie says you're going to be blacklisted possibly, or things like that, like I said, to extreme, it's very possible, man, because this guy is out here calling everyone a slave master and slave this and slave deal and crap. Okay, when you say things like that, I will show you better than I can tell you. And they're not trying to be mean. When I say they, I'm talking about Al-Haim. They're not trying to be mean. They offered this man, I mean, y'all can disagree with me. They offered him 40%. That's always been the deal. That's always been what they set in the public, at least, this public knowledge.
Wait to stop you. So what's the guarantee? So they offer him a purse and a split of pay-per-view, correct?
What was that again?
They offered him a guaranteed purse and 35%.
Hang on, dog. Right. I'm glad you went there, because that's the real crux of it. For the most part, everyone keeps talking guarantee. No, they're talking about the split of like the money down the middle of the fight. Whatever it generates, we're going to split that. And this is what I'm taking. This is what you're taking. And I said this earlier in my monologue, dude, we got to take the names and the emotion out of it. No matter who it is inserted into A side versus B side, A side will take the bigger chunk because they are the draw, no matter who it is. And in this case, hang on. And in this case, since we are going to put names on it now, Errol is that guy. So he's not. I mean, let's define it real fast. What is an A side? What is a B side? I said this in my monologue. The A side don't got to do nothing. He is already proven. He's bringing the party. He's bringing the beer and the girls. The B side, his job, defining it now, is to get the A side to agree to as much as he can. I understand that. I get that. And I jive with that. Now, if it's true, like what that report came out about a month ago now, talking about 30%, all that crap. If that's true, man, that's better than what the ops and data say. Because take the names out of it again, this guy's not a draw. That's the whole crux of it. So since he's not, no, hang on, I'm gonna land it right now. I'm landing because I'm gonna kill this up in the air. I'm gonna land it right now. So since that's the case, my friend, the people who have campaigned and are going to sign the check said this is it. This is the number. And he was unsuccessful on trying to negotiate better. So I think taking something is better than not taking nothing. But in response to that, his excuse, or not even excuse, his response or scapegoat was to defame and talk crazy about Al and Errol, man. So for that, you will not be getting business done with you anymore. It's a shame. It really, really, really is. And I'm trying, gentlemen on the panel, salute everybody in the chat. I'm trying to be as objective as I can. I
No, it's
really
okay.
am. I'm really, really am.
Well,
Go
I'm
ahead.
listening. Here's my
No,
thing.
now that's what that's what I wanted to see. I could ask Reggie because I could ask Steph. I don't know Dog Money like that. I don't know Lionel like that. But that's my concern about the whole thing, man. When I analyze Bud and his team and all of the stuff they have said and done, and they come off to me as narrative pushers. They don't care about anything but what is going to be said after everything is said and done.
Come on.
So they might say, "I want to fight this guy," or they might say, "Oh yeah, we'll fight Boots," just so that we'll say, "Oh yeah, Crawford's not afraid of Boots. Oh, Crawford to get in the ring
Mhm.
with Errol," but their actions, right? Their
Totally
actions
different. Totally
are
different.
totally different. So I'm not understanding how all these grown ass men, we call ourselves, man, we black men, we sharp. One of the reasons, not to go too far off subject, one of the reasons why black men is like endangered species, the older and sharper we get, the more endangered like the world is, and not from a violent standpoint, just from, what I'm saying, we'll be the crack to the Morse code. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how all of these grown men ain't figured that out and can't see through what's going on.
Right, and right. And real quick, here's my thing to touch up on what my guy said. He said Spence's Crawford is not a draw. That's not true because I've been to Earl fights and I've been to Spence fights, and everybody thinks Spence is this big draw. But where's the pay-per-view numbers? Like everybody think he's this big draw. How? How can you prove that he's this super big draw? Everybody keep talking about.
Mr.
Everybody's saying
Thompson,
that
Mr.
this.
Thompson,
Wait, no,
he
wait, no,
just
listen,
sold,
no,
he
wait,
just sold.
no, let me
Let
finish.
him get his point out. Let's
No,
point
bro,
this.
you can't cut him off, Steph. Bro, he in the game. Let him talk.
Yeah, here's my thing. You saying that Crawford's not a draw? Show me proof because I was at the Sean Porter fight, and I've been at an Earl Spence fight, and it was the same amount of crowd there. And mind you, everybody knew Crawford was going to beat Porter, but everybody came out to see it. Same thing with Spence. When I go to Spence fights, it be crowded in there. So when people kill me pushing this false narrative that Crawford is not a draw, how he's not a draw when he's on the pound for pound list? He's one of the best fighters in the game. So what do you mean
Oh man,
He just got a phone call. He'll be back though.
But see, this is what I'm
What's
saying.
happening?
How
go
can
ahead.
somebody? How can you say that when the numbers fuck what the fight looked like,
Man,
nigga?
Earl don't want to fight.
What about the numbers that came back from the fight, the total revenue that came back from the fight? That's where the draw kick in, not necessarily only the gate. Now I'm not going to argue with you about the gate. That's cool, but when push come to shove, everybody know people not paying to see Crawford like that. That's why everybody say he don't got real fans.
Nah,
And
I
So,
and
so,
disagree.
so, so I don't. So I'm not going to say Crawford is not a draw, but he's the B side in this scenario for a reason.
Well, here's my opinion. I think he's the B side because Al Heyman and them is running the show. It's just like if Spence tried to fight them and came over there to when he was with Top Rank, he would be the B side. But I don't think he's the B side because
But
No,
he's
hold on,
lacking
let me get
something.
that.
I
hold
think.
on, hold on. Lionel, let me ask you this: if Crawford really the A side, then why he never sent the contract?
Listen, that stuff listen, all this stuff is speculation. Like, cause guess what? None
Right,
of us
right.
is
We
in
just
the room.
chopping it up.
Nah, whoa, my bad. Go ahead, Mr. Thompson.
Like here's my thing. None of us is in the room, and me being on the inside, I'm telling y'all can't believe everything that's being said. Trust me. And I'm not
Okay.
saying that thing that's telling the truth on some stuff, but you can't believe all that stuff that you read and all the stuff they say. You just can't believe it.
Man, they tried to hold Crawford and he didn't go for it. That's what the fuck happened, bro. Like they've been trying to
Exactly.
hold him this whole
Oh shit,
time,
he
No,
trying to make
stop,
shit
bro.
man.
I
right.
Stop,
agree.
No,
I
no,
agree.
no,
Hold on, hold on.
no,
Look at the
Bro.
timeline. Hold on, y'all keep forgetting. Look at the timeline.
no.
All Crawford has said for the past 5 years, I want to fight. All PBC has said was
That's a
first do
lie.
this,
That's
first
a
brother,
do
lie.
you
that,
did that
first
with
do
Bob
this,
Arum.
first do
You did
that.
that with PBC.
Lie.
Stop that.
Okay.
Man,
Look.
I'm
Hold
not
on,
finna
Reggie.
respond to
Hold on,
this
Reggie.
nigga
He was
because
with Bob. He
it's
was with
already
Bob.
known fact.
Okay.
This nigga an idiot, bro. So I'm not
He
finna
was with
respond to this
Bob,
nigga.
right? What did Earl say? First, go get a belt. Okay, go get a belt. Okay, got the
He
belt.
didn't say
Let me
that.
go clean up my side of the street.
That's a
Okay, go
lie.
clean up
I
your
would
side of
ask
the
America, do not attach any association of this to me whatsoever. I have nothing to do with such idiocy, such blasphemy, such ridiculous nonsense. This is so
Steve Thurman
disrespectful.
said go
It
get a
really,
belt.
really is.
Thank you, Kyle.
And then Bud waited for him to clean up his side of the street. He cleaned up the
Thank
side of
you,
the street. Then
Kyle.
it's go get
Kyle,
rid of Bob.
hit him
Then he got
again,
rid of
Kyle.
Bob. Now he got rid of Bob. Now
Yeah.
who?
This man.
Hit him again,
My
Kyle. He
nigga,
talk.
Yeah, hit him
Hey,
again.
what's the
I ain't even
excuse now? He
finna
got
my
rid of
listen.
nigga
Bob. What's
come
the
on with
excuse now?
straight
I don't
idiot
know if you're
talk.
trolling or what.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick.
We having a serious conversation. This boy come on here with idiot talk, man.
Doc, am I lying?
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Everything you said was a lie. Everything you said was a
You
lie.
need to shut the fuck up.
Am I lying? Because I got links.
Hit
Leave
him
that dope
again,
alone.
Kyle.
I got
Yeah,
He need
receipts.
to leave that dope alone.
Leave that dope alone.
He need to leave that dope alone.
Yeah, Max. Nothing like that works. You don't work negotiations like that. You just
No.
don't even say no. Look,
This is a sick Negro.
let me
I'm
move
not talking
on.
about
We
anything in the
can
negotiating room. I'm talking about things that were publicly stated,
no.
bro. Because we don't know what was
Right.
happening behind
Bud has
closed
said a
doors.
lot, but Bud has
Right.
been misrepresented. Bud is suing the guy who represented him.
damn,
Bud
bro.
stated, "I'm suing this
It
dude
ain't
because
rocket
he couldn't make a
science.
fight. He wasn't making the fights for him. This had
Okay.
nothing to do with Al Heyman."
And guess what?
them.
Bob is not
And
there
he
no
moved.
more. So you
But
can't
no,
blame
but
Bob no
still,
more. So
no,
now
No,
what?
it is
but
blaming
no,
We
Bob.
blame
No
it.
one
Now we
blamed
blame
Bob.
it, Bud.
so you can't blame Bob, but you can blame Al. How?
Damn,
And
bro.
then
Because Al's
you
still
go
involved.
no, because it's easy to blame Al, right?
No,
That's why. But let's go into this one. But
Man, we was
you
having
just
a
get
good
away from it.
bruh.
conversation, bro.
This is his first time getting away from his promoter. Now he comes into sitting
I'm
at
with
the
you, man.
table,
Niggas
talking with
stupid.
this promoter, sending back contracts, getting other things redone into a contract. So it looks like they're going to sit at the table and try to do everything they can to make it, and you just bam pull this 12 o'clock switcheroo. Like that's not
He
cool.
agreed, but hold on. He agreed to no guarantee,
No,
So
he
why are
right?
didn't.
you pulling
That's
the
a
Yeah,
weight?
lie.
this
So
nigga,
if
He
this
you
agreed,
nigga,
You
and
don't
he
even
so
know.
wanted
if
to
you
know what the
agreeing to
funds were from.
bro, this
all
nigga
this stuff
always
next,
come fuck the
wait,
conversation up, bro.
no, he's cool.
Yeah,
He's
you
cool. Don't
didn't.
let him
No,
ruin it.
He
no.
was a big God.
Let me
All right,
say this,
hey,
man.
Hey,
we
if
gotta
that's
let
the
him
case,
talk
I
though.
would love to negotiate with some of y'all then, because y'all
But no,
shit out
you
of
would
shit.
lose.
Mix
You'll be
always
losing.
fucking up
But
shit.
you can't
Man, he
pull the
fucks the
damn.
whole
You can't
vibe, but we
pull.
was just
He good.
vibing,
He good,
cuz.
bro. He good,
No, he's
bro.
not.
But
Everybody hold on. Hey, gonna rap. Yo, can I talk? Can I talk?
All right,
but Mex, you
listen,
can't pull
listen,
the
listen,
rug
listen,
pull
Y'all
listen,
up
keep
listen,
under
copping
people.
pleas
listen,
from PBC,
guys,
bro.
guys,
This ain't a
listen.
PBC
Hold
thing,
on,
man.
hold on. Listen, as dumb as Mex might sound, we still had to let him get his point out. All right, we
All
can't
right,
cut him
go
off
ahead.
because he's an idiot. All right,
Go ahead. Go
Hold
ahead,
on, Kyle.
dumb
How you gonna
sound
say that and you gave
next.
me 15 drops, bro?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Go
I
ahead.
had to
Go
let you
ahead.
know that you were. I had to let you know
Wait,
you were an idiot
Reggie,
first.
Okay,
before you
so
go,
all
Reggie,
I'm saying is, all I have to work with personally as a fan is shit that's been publicly stated. I'm not gonna speculate on shit. I'm just saying shit that came out the fighters' mouths or promoters' mouths. Now, true, Bob was a problem. He got rid of Bob, right? So my thing is PBC as a whole. I'm not gonna say Spence by himself. PBC as a whole. PBC as a whole has never offered Bud a fight with any other fighters, not just Spence. Right now,
Ain't
we
Sean
heard
Porter a
about
fighter of
Bob.
theirs?
We heard about Bob throwing out lowball offers to PBC fighters and then being like, "This ain't enough money." True, but Al has offered 0 offers, so a lowball is still more than $0.
because they don't want to be the B side.
What was Sean Porter?
Sean
They
Porter was
threw
mandated.
they threw what's the name out there as well.
Sean Porter
They
was
tr-
mandated
Garcia.
and
though.
they tried to
They
give
threw Danny
Sean $1 million.
Garcia. They're
Listen.
selective when they fight PBC fighters. But in negotiations, you don't pull the rug up from under the feet of everyone, and then now
Listen.
all of a sudden you got a fight date. It ain't like, oh guys, I'm moving on. I'm gonna negotiate with this. Everything has been signed. How is that? How is
That's
that?
what I was saying about niggas who still
Nardi,
defending this shit, bro.
Yeah, Nardi. Let's. I want to go back to what we were
So,
talking about.
wait. So you guys
Yeah,
don't think it's
No,
possible to have
yeah,
2 different negotiations
nah,
going on once?
hey, go back to what we was talking
no.
about,
That's
please,
doing
bro.
dirty business if you are doing that.
How?
This is
Or
negotiation.
maybe
You
it's
signing
knowing
a
that one
fight.
thing probably ain't
This
gonna
is 1
happen, so
and
you should
1.
probably have a backup plan.
All right, Mix, you has your turn.
If you trying to get
Mix,
signed
you
with a
has your
business
turn.
and work a contract to pick a promoter, yeah, you can do that. But if you setting up to fight a fight, you sitting at the table with these people, homie. Like, you don't play nobody like that. That's wrong. And
Bro, the
fighters
way I'm
shouldn't
looking
do
at it,
that.
if I'm trying to buy a
Reggie,
car and it looks
Reggie,
like it's
bro,
looking
Reggie.
good
This is
and
what I
then
was
it's
trying to
not,
explain
I'm
to
gonna have
you,
a
Reggie.
backup plan, bro. I'm not
Reggie,
putting
this is
all
what I was
my
trying to
eggs in
explain
one
to you.
basket.
Reggie, this is what I was trying to explain to you. You could go hit Google and get the right answer, cuz, and then explain to Mex that it is a known
Then do
fact
it.
that the answer
Then do
is
it,
this
Nardi.
and this, this. I'm talking to Reggie, bro. The
Google
answer is
it. Give me
this,
the
this, and
facts.
this. And then you could tell him that, bro, and he's still gonna be irrational. That's why I was telling you,
Bro,
don't even just let him get his shit off, bro. And let's go back to what we was talking about, because we was having a civilized, intelligent conversation where we kind of was exchanging information, trying to come with the right solution. Just all come, you know what I'm saying, coming at it
Right,
unbiasedly.
right,
no, but
He gonna come in with bullshit, bro,
no, but
every
y'all
time.
speculating
right,
though.
right.
Y'all speculating. Y'all,
You
I'm
understand
telling
what
you,
I'm saying, bro?
y'all speculating. I'm
You
working
got,
off
I
what is
got you.
known.
All
Yeah,
right, so
What
look,
is
it
known.
Listen,
ain't no
Mr.
end
Johnson,
game with
Mr.
him, bro.
Mr. Johnson.
Everybody hold on.
All right, let's let the guests talk though, brother. We got
Thank
Mr.
you. That's what I'm saying.
you got a
That's who
guest
I
in
was
this. You
interested in
got a
talking
guest in
to.
the fucking building. All right, let's let my boy Lonnie say something about what his interactions and being involved in these rooms. I mean, he got better intel on all that shit than all of us.
All
He
right,
can
Lottie,
kind
you
of
got the
tell us,
floor, bro.
yeah. I mean, he can kind of tell us what he thinks and like, you know what I mean, about your past.
Yeah, that's what was going on.
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not gonna put it all on Crawford. Like I'm just not, because I know some of these guys personally. Like I said, I wasn't in the room when they was negotiating, but I just don't believe everything that's being said. But I still do think we're gonna see the fight. I'll just leave it there. I do think that the fight is going to happen for sure.
Lionel,
And you do?
How and Errol Spence already explained to everybody before this fight even started negotiating that he had 2 fights left at 147. He'd been at the weight class for so long. See, and I just feel like Crawford's team used that information to do all of this. He said before he fought Uga, I got 2 more fights at 147. I've been here for too long. I'm trying to go up, man. Everybody go
Before,
to different weight classes and they had a success. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
after I fight Ugas, I'm finna fight one more time. And then when Crawford was trying to negotiate the rematch, remember it was a little tug and pull with that.
right,
So
right.
then it's like, to me, that was the leverage that Crawford and them had to do all of this playing and shit, bro. Because if the article I read yesterday from the boxing scene, which everybody go off of, say that he had 3 things that needed to be fixed, and that the Spence's team fixed the 3 things. They said they wasn't a big deal. They fixed them and they sent the contract back, and then they got ghosted, bro. It's like, I don't know. What do we do with those facts? We just ignore them?
No, listen. We don't. It's crazy because we was just talking about this in the gym. They was saying they think Crawford is scared of Spence, but like I don't know. Here's my thing. Why would he turn down that kind of money and he ain't fought in how long?
Because he want to keep his eye.
But Mr. Johnson,
But see,
Mr.
even
Johnson,
even in that though, like, what's wrong with saying, "Hey, Errol,
wait,
look,
That's a
man,
good one.
things
That
ain't
was a good
going,
wait,
one.
things
wait.
ain't going as planned, bro. I have a backup plan. So I know I've been holding up the negotiations and shit like that. But at the end of the day, we can't get this done, bro. I'm fit to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm fit to do my thing, bro. Just a heads up. Instead of drawing a nigga alone, bro, leaving a nigga high and dry. And
Hey,
that's what
Nardi,
I
why
think
does he owe that to him though?
No, no,
huh?
no. Hang on. Before
Why?
that,
Why? I
Bro,
understand what you're
hold
saying,
on. Let the nigga finish. Let
but
the
why?
nigga
Why does
finish.
Bud owe
I'm
that to
listening,
Hold
Max.
Spence?
I'm
on, hold
listening.
on. The
I'm
nigga still
listening, Max.
talking, bro. Hold on. Bro,
No, I
let
just,
the nigga finish.
Who you talking about, okay?
no, I
You,
was,
nigga, let you finish.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I just feel like he left him high and dry. And Max, to answer your question about why do he owe that to him, because at the end of the day, Spence could have been said, "Bro, you're not trying to fight. You holding up negotiations. I'm out." He could have been did that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
but
Instead,
Bud could have
that's
did that
just
the
like
past couple of years though.
they wasn't negotiating the past couple years, Max.
That's the point though. That's what I'm talking about.
What are you talking
They
about?
weren't even willing to negotiate the past
Man,
couple
these
years.
damn Crawford
Because
It
see,
wasn't
fans.
even on
But
the
they got to do
table.
it right
but
now, though, Max. They
Listen
negotiating
to me,
right
bro.
now, Max.
Listen to me, bro. He told the man to his face, bro. See, I go off face value. You can type some shit, nigga. You could go tell somebody else some shit and whatever. But when them niggas was face to face and Crawford asked, was he talking about him fighting him? Errol didn't say, oh yeah, he mentioned it. Oh, he didn't say nothing. He said, no, nigga. We got a whole nother plan, bro. And the way the plan go is I'm gonna go the easy route, word for word. Then I'm gonna
Yep,
come see you at the end. You know what I'm saying? So if
I
I
agree.
tell you that man to man, bro, for you to expect anything but that and try to make a big deal out of me doing what I told you to your face I was about to do, it just show your character flaws, bro. This shit ain't on your time because you're not trying to go fight no other champions, bro. You're
There
not,
are none though.
huh?
There are none. PBC had all the belts.
What are you? But I have
And he
receipts,
didn't
bro.
try
Where
to
Ugas,
unify
I
group.
have receipts from Ugas, Thurman, Sean Porter, all going to top rank office and trying to get the fight and getting ghosted after the first conversation. Ugas
And got
said he
lowballed.
went up there to get it.
Yes,
What? No, no. Ugas didn't even get an offer at all. He said he went up there to ask for the fight, and they said yes, we gonna come talk to you about this shit, and never came back and talked to him at all, bro. No offer involved. So while niggas sit up and say that he couldn't do this and couldn't do that, at the same time, bro, you gave Amir Khan a nice chunk of money, bro. A nigga with no belt. You finna fight David Abenesian for Lord knows how much money that he getting for a fight that you getting about upward of $10 million, bro. So I don't want to hear, oh, he couldn't have did this, he couldn't
and
have did that. All the facts is right there.
I think I agree with your point right there. Absolutely. Now, my counter to that is, if
Uh,
Crawford is the B side, right? Then how
uh-huh.
come
Oh
it doesn't
my
go the
God.
other way around? How come none of the PBC fighters made an offer to him? Why is it always on Crawford's side to make the offer, but he's the B
Hold
side?
on. So what you saying is he's a B side to everybody I just named, Thurman,
He's
Ugas,
the
and
B
Porter?
side to PBC.
No, no, he's not a B side to somebody like Porter. He's not the B side to somebody like Ugas, bro. Now Keith Thurman, they will have to figure that out on their own. But that's just like I was just talking to another Crawford fan earlier. I think he was just on here talking about that. No, Eric, Bud supposed to be the A side anyway. No, that wasn't here. But I was like, so I was asking, so why he never sent the contract, bro? You know what I'm saying? Everything is infactual right there, but it's like Crawford fans, they ignore what they want and then use the smallest little crease to try to flip the narrative. And to me, y'all act just like him.
Bitches.
I wanna go back to touch on some stuff with Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson, you said that that if Errol was to come over to the top rank side, he would be the B side. You know, if the shoe was on the other foot, he would be the A side. To me, sir, that went over everything that I said earlier. I said take the names and the emotion out of it. What's an A side and B side? Remember when I gave that example? Dude, it's about a draw. It's not about if you can put butts in the seats. It's not about anything else. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not about anything else about generating money. And sadly enough, Terrence Crawford just doesn't generate enough money to be an A side versus someone like Errol Spence.
But
That's
we're not
what it
asking.
is. No, hang
We're
on.
not
I,
asking for
I
him
think
to
we
be
all
an A
agree he's the
side.
B
We're
side in
asking him to
this.
be
And
fair.
then,
Listen,
then,
hold on. Let me say something. We're not asking for him to be the A side. We're just asking for it to be fair. That's all we asking for.
what is fair?
What's fair? What is fair,
What's
I mean,
Kyle?
fair?
no
What is
guarantee
fair?
What's
money's not
fair is
that fair.
listen. What's fair is what he wants. Yeah, I mean,
Nah,
how the fuck? Who
that's
the fuck are we to say?
bullshit.
Hold on,
What?
man. God damn. Who are we to say what that motherfucker deserved though? You
I
can't
didn't
say
say
what
that.
he. Hold on, we can't say what he feel like he deserved. He bust his ass. He the one that's going to the gym every
He,
goddamn day. He the
he
one
Kyle,
that
busts his
ain't
ass
eat.
doing
Wait a
what?
minute.
Fighting
Wait a minute.
bums?
hold on a second. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a
Hang
Being an
on.
second.
undisputed champion,
Hold on. I got a question for
At
Kyle.
140, bro.
Kyle,
still he ain't
what kind
lost
of
since. He's
Yeah,
Kyle,
knocked
you
everyone
fighting.
out since.
Kyle,
You fighting
Kyle,
Uber drivers,
Kyle, I got a
And Earl's
question.
fighting people that
Go,
lost.
go ahead, dog. Hold
Kyle,
on. Go ahead, dog.
champions, bro,
Lost.
Dog money. Go ahead.
champions.
Kyle, my question is, What kind of work you do, Kyle? If I'm not getting too personal with you.
I do security work.
Okay, Kyle. When you went to put that application in for your job, did you tell that man, say, motherfucker, I'm worth about 150,000 a year, 300,000? You know what I'm saying? You can't, you looking for a fucking job.
Nah, nigga, no. Hold on, dog money.
You tell the man.
Retract that, nigga. Listen, hold on, nigga. Hold on, player. I need you to understand something. When Kyle Davis walk into these rooms, I already know what I'm worth, and I'm getting what I'm worth. And
Thank
if
you.
y'all getting what I'm worth, I'm out of here.
Thank you.
That's a fact. Listen, my job I'm at now. I'm a bouncer at a club, right? As soon as I feel like I'm not respected or shit ain't going the way I want it to go, I let them know, nigga, I'm out of here. Nigga, I got a raise. They done gave me a raise 4 times in the last 2 months, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what I'm worth. And I know what I'm worth. Nigga, they know I will get the fuck on.
So if you the club owner, and a security guard come to you and tell you, I'm worth $5 million a year to work this job.
Come on, man. Let's be realistic.
What would you tell him?
But they ask nothing crazy like that.
Let me
ask y'all a question. Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. What the fuck is the nigga supposed to do if I'm waiting on this nigga and somebody offers me $10 million? What am I supposed to do?
Yesterday and you ran off, Sheldon.
Here go Shelton defending this bullshit.
No, I'm not defending no bullshit. I'm asking you a serious question. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Turn down $10 million to wait for you? Fuck you. Hell no.
How is he waiting for him, Sheldon? Please explain.
Been waiting for him for 5 years.
Man,
they sent the motherfucking contract.
He is a Bob-Aaron fighter.
They sent the contract. He sent it back with the changes. Hold on. Hold on. You can't listen. You can't listen if you keep talking. They sent the contract. They sent the contract. He sent it back with the changes he wanted. He sent it back to them. They sent it back to him. Maybe the changes wasn't the ones he really wanted. They didn't get what he wanted.
So you
$10 million to fight David Avanesian.
Play that again.
So why would you turn down $10 million to fight somebody you gonna knock out?
So
that's
where did you
stupid.
find David Avanesian?
Because you've been running your mouth.
And you don't know what you're gonna get.
About this fight.
Negotiating. Where did you find David Avanesian? Wasn't David Avanesian about to fight somebody already? He was set to fight.
He was gonna fight Conor Ben. He was gonna fight a few motherfuckers.
Hey, did you guys ever think about this side of it? Maybe Bud just said, "Hey, let me take care of this first, and then I'll come back to you." Like Earl.
You know what?
Like Earl did.
I want to fight. I've been out a whole motherfucking year. I've been out a whole motherfucking year.
And that's exactly what I was saying when I said they using Earl said this is last fight at 147 as leverage. Nigga, yeah, you gonna say, let me go turn this, do this, and then come right back. Because you know he either gotta fight somebody else or wait for you. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like the same thing they did to him.
Fuck that. Everybody doing that shit.
Nah, because they
Fuck
wasn't
Ain't nobody doing that shit.
They
Fuck
never
Errol. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Fuck that nigga. People go get the 10 million and fight the other dude.
That Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and Ugas were not better opponents than Bud ever.
Like I said, this show a nigga IQ for real, bro.
Hey, I got a dip. I'm out.
No, can we be honest as fight fans though?
No,
Ugas, Porter, and Thurman were never better fights. Never.
No, this is the problem with boxing. This is the problem with the boxing, man. The fans.
Hey, OG Show, you can't throw no rocks and hide your hands, man. Get
your
hands.
He did that shit yesterday, bro. He did the same thing yesterday.
Oh,
man. Man, so you gonna buy the fight? Or you gonna buy the Crawford fight?
Which one?
Next, so you gonna buy this Crawford David Avenue?
He don't buy fights.
Oh, and I'm buying this one.
Boy, you be the only one.
I'm buying this one.
You be the only one, motherfucker.
I probably will be.
That shit.
I probably will be.
Gentlemen,
I fuck with real niggas, bro. I don't fuck with motherfuckers that say, "Hold on, real quick."
Okay, good.
So what is Bud doing?
Wait a minute.
Because all I know is where I'm from, if a motherfucker calls you out for a fade and you tell him wait a couple years because I got some other people to fight first, nah.
That's how we know you would never be a businessman, nigga.
Nah.
In your life.
You were quite mistaken, my friend, but that's good. You're quite mistaken.
Nardi, yeah, like Nardi, I know, man. I know.
All right, so listen. Can we ask the guests some questions? All right, now I'll let y'all niggas talk about this bullshit long enough now. All right. We talked about this bullshit long enough.
Right.
Right?
And
all right, nigga. I'm 30 seconds.
Kyle, I asked him a question.
I'm
I
giving
asked him a
niggas 30
question
seconds.
earlier.
All right, listen. I'm gonna give everybody a 30 seconds for them to get they Spence-Crawford shit out the way. After that, nigga, we're gonna talk about something else. So we're gonna start with Bass Reeves because you've been holding on to this shit for a long time. Go ahead.
No, right. Thank you, Kyle. But Kyle, I got to say, for starters, man, this is the hot topic, man. This is what everyone wants to talk about. No one wants to talk about anything else in boxing but this hot topic. But anywho,
see, 30 seconds. Now y'all know, give it goddamn well. I don't give a fuck about no hot topics. Everybody know I don't give a fuck about no hot topics. Y'all know that about me. I don't know why y'all care about a hot topic.
You guys are too. You guys are too attached to this shit. I don't care about it like that. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions about the subject that everyone cares about. I wish everyone would stop like trying to get too crazy with it, man. But anywho,
no,
bro, we have a listen. First of all, I don't even talk about that on my channel. We know this already. I'll let y'all niggas talk about that shit for an hour and 40 minutes. We talked about Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence for a fucking hour and 40 minutes. We have a guest. I want us to ask the guest some questions. He's in camp getting Zerto Ramirez ready for the biggest fight of his life, and we talking about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. So that's what I'm saying.
Can't help what the fans want, man. That's what people are talking about. But anywho, Mr. Thompson, back to you, Mr. Thompson. Like I was saying, but then we got really carried away with some other things back there. I was saying that you said that if the shoe was on the other foot, this guy would be the A side. I disagree with that entirely too, because we keep disrespecting the model on how on what is an A and B side, and how that, again, the math equation 1 + 1 = 2, meaning generating the money. And all you got to do is ask these men. I know you questioned it earlier because you asked me for proof. I can't prove that. In fact, when I hear pay-per-view numbers be released, what's funny is the networks who produce the actual thing never verify that stuff. They never verify that stuff. They never, not once. They never verify it. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, meaning that stuff is suspect and is speculation. We don't know. However, I think we could all still do the eye test and gauge the temperature of the room and realize who's the man in the room. There's only a handful. And when I say a handful, I'm talking about 5 guys who really pushed the needle on bringing in tons of money into the boxing game. For starters, it's the heavyweights. It could be Deontay Wilder, Canelo. Tank is an anomaly because he's doing what he's doing, and of course Errol, and maybe one more guy. I guess you throw Anthony Joshua in there. Those guys bring in I'm talking tons of money. But anywho, my question to you, sir, was again, you said that the shoe the foot. I said why? I said I disagree because again, it goes against the whole model on how it generates money. Mr. Crawford there is on the lesser end on bringing that money in. So I beg to differ. I think I still think it would be the shoe on the other foot. Someone also, before you tried to answer that, someone brought in and said they said that, but they said something about him not fighting the other guys. Well, he never tried. He didn't try to unify. And if he did, it was going to be that whole co-promotional crap. And then they would have to go through the data and figure out who's bringing in what. And possibly, I understand if Top Rank don't want to do it because they don't want their top guy who they're promoting to be the lesser side. They don't want that. And if it's going to be that, it's going to be within their own stable.
All right. That was a long ass 30 seconds, Steph. I should have cut you off, but I wanted you to keep going. All right. So, Nardi, 30 seconds on this topic.
I just want Steph and Reggie and my other man to know that when this conversation comes up, you're gonna notice a pattern of people having to go of moving the goalposts of wanting the subject changed. That's a pattern that I'm peeping is going on, and that should let you guys, and that should answer any questions about what's going on and why it's going on. Because it's the same thing with Crawford not responding to Errol and letting his sister in a whole nother fight with a bum be his response. That's all I want to say.
All right, Reggie O.
Yeah, what you want? What you want? The last words? I don't know.
No, not last words. We just the last words on this fucking Errol Spence Terrence Crawford shit.
Oh, on this one, man, Earl just might as well continue on, move forward with his career, never fight the guy. Al Heyman and other promoters never work with this guy, and that's the thing that I take from it. That's the disappointing. I didn't think I'll be this upset with it, but like I said, I'm a boxing fan. I love the sport. Love what these dudes do. I respect what fighters do because it takes tremendous amount of courage. It takes a lot to get in there and do that shit. But also on the other side, you do want to be an advocate, and you want to be kind of a guy that, you know, holds the guard, preserves the damn sport, delivering for the historics of the sport.
Right.
This is a historic moment for this age that we live in the sport, and it's never going to happen. It's gonna be a travesty to the sport, and that's the approach I take with it. It's cool for Bud to make the money, but historically, this is going to eat at you. It's probably going to eat at him with the decision you make. Yeah, it's cool to run for the money, but is the money good money? And for this one, it may not be. You may enjoy that 10, but what did you leave on the table? That's the other side of things. What did you leave on the table that you'll never capture? Because if I'm a business person and I'm out there, even if I'm not the PBC, but I look at it from 10,000 feet and I'm seeing what's going on, that's a person I would not want to mess with. And you hear that a lot in industries. Some people become people that you just don't want to touch. Bubu Andrade has seen that shit for itself, trying to do the same exact thing. There's many other fighters who have done these exact things, and you kind of make it to where you're too much of a risk. It's already a risky game business-wise, but you're too much of a risk to even deal with. And that's probably where Bud's going to find itself. I mean, it just shit up a lot of things. And this is going to be the Lennox and Riddick Bowe thing that never happened. It's tragic. It's tragic as hell.
Well, it's one of them things. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just one of them things where, I'm listening to everybody, and it seemed like if I didn't know, I would think all y'all was in the room while they was negotiating, because you guys are talking like these is facts, and everybody's just speculating, but everybody's throwing all the blame on Crawford, which I think is extremely unfair. All I hear is people just, and I'm a fighter, so I take it a little personal. I just hear people praising Earl and dissing Crawford. Like my man Nardi said that Crawford been fighting Uber drivers and bums. That's totally not true. I can go on the list of Earl Spence fights where I'm like, you serious?
How many top 10 welterweights have the man fought when how many of them was top 10 when he fought him?
How many was top 10 when Earl fought him?
Danny was top 10, Porter was top 10, motherfucking Ugas was top 10.
Wait. You talking about Ugas who's one-dimensional and almost not
No, I said I'm saying top 10. I said we talking about top 10 right now. You just asked me.
No, wait. Not cut you off.
No, you good.
But boxing, this is what they do. They pick who they want to be in the top 10. So that top 10, you really can't use that because like some of the guys in the top 10 don't even deserve to be in the top 10.
So Mean Machine, and motherfucking Benavidez and
who?
Benavidez. Them niggas is not in the top 10. Avenida might be number 10, but all I'm trying to say is the welterweights he fought was not in the top 10 when he fought.
You talk about Benavidez, the one that Crawford knocked out, and he ain't fought since Crawford knocked him out.
He just fought Danny Garcia, bro.
Yeah, and got destroyed. He's serious? Him? You serious?
Yeah, he got destroyed.
So you giving Spence credit for knocking out Chris Algieri?
No, I'm not.
Who's a nutritionist?
I'm not.
No, but listen, I don't want to get to like the thing I'm trying to say is that this, like they both fought good competition. Like I'm not gonna say that like because you can't like if you never boxed before, I feel like no casual fan has the right to call any fighter a bum if they never laced up a pair of gloves before. I feel like that's only for fighters. like, oh, he's a bum. But for a casual fan who's never boxed a day of their life, don't know what it takes to train, don't know what it takes to take a punch, don't know what it's like to make weight, I feel like they have
Well,
no
let's
right
just
to
say the
target a
lesser
fighter.
competition. Let's just say the lesser competition then.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. And once again, I'm not debating or anything. I'm just saying,
Oh no, you good, bro. You good. Cause
yeah,
at the end of the day, no, cause at the end of the day,
my
I
thing is
am
love.
gonna lean on you. Nah, cause you are a boxer. You know what I'm saying? I play football, basketball, baseball, all that type of shit. But when it comes to something that I did not play, I'm not like these other niggas who gonna just,
Thank
oh
you, man.
nigga, you know, I would rather lean on you for the information, whether I
Thank you,
agree
brother.
with it or not. I'm gonna take what I can from it. But
Thank you,
go ahead,
brother. I
bro.
appreciate that, brother.
No, you
Thank you,
good.
brother.
You good.
Thank you. And listen, I'm just gonna leave it here. I think both are tremendous, great fighters. And I pray that we can get the fight and that both parties is happy. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I understand both sides, man. What we do is dangerous. My thing is this: I live in Vegas, so I see a lot of fighters from back in the day that used to have it and broke. Like to see Roger Mayweather foaming at the mouth, sitting in the gym and don't know who he is. It's like, damn. Like as a fighter, for me, that's
Yeah.
traumatizing. Like, yo, when it's all said and done, and everybody say legacy and all that, but when you foaming at the mouth, all them people that talk legacy and all that, leave you sitting there foaming at the mouth. You get what I'm saying? So you got to understand the fighter side too. Like a fighter can die in there. A fighter can literally lose his life in there. To entertain the people. So let's keep that in mind when we talking about a fighter, whether you like him or not. Just keep in mind the fighter can lose his life in there. So I don't blame any fighter for trying to get financially set, just in case, God forbid, anything bad happens. And that's just my opinion on it. That's why I kind of stay out this topic. I hope both brothers get paid. You know, I'm all for two brothers fighting that come from the inner city and made it to the top of the mountain. And I pray both of them get paid and we get to see a great fight and both of them come out healthy, safe, and rich as hell.
All right, cool. All right, so listen. Fuck you, Max. We don't want to hear what you got to say.
What the fuck?
Fuck you. All right, so listen, man.
Fuck you too, dog. You ain't gonna give my 30 seconds. That's discrimination, man. Because my skin color, you won't let me talk, Kyle?
Yes.
The race
Man, fuck you. I'm darker than you, motherfucker.
I am discriminating against Max, not only because he's Mexican, but because he's a fucking idiot. But no,
hey, fuck you.
Listen, we spent almost 2 hours on this shit, man.
I did it.
All right, so listen, fuck you. All right, so listen, tell us about the camp, man. Being in the camp with Zerto.
Oh, Zerto's a beast. You know what's crazy? Because I talked to his manager and I said, "Yo, I'm bringing that smoke. So I hope y'all don't want like no punching bag." And his manager was like, "No, that's what we want." And I've been fired from a ton of camps that everybody called monsters, and I'm looking like, okay, and which I'm not gonna say no names, you know, but some 68s that's up there right now. Everybody calling he a beast. See that? I made quit in camps, but so that's why I was like, yo, I don't want to come all the way to LA and y'all send me back in a couple days or a week. They're like, nah, that's not going. If you good like you say you is, it's not gonna happen. So the first day we sparred, I'm like, yo, no, dude, get busy. Like, it's kind of disrespectful. He's not like more to be 44-0 and been world champion twice. It's kind of disrespectful to that nobody talks about him like he's just a nobody. Like me, I'm all for the skill part. Like I love a fighter who get busy, like who don't talk, who like, listen, man, you can talk all that shit all you want. When we get in this ring, I'm gonna show you what it is. And he made me respect him because I'm gonna be honest, I don't respect nobody. If you in my weight class, I don't respect you. I don't care how good they say. I don't care about you. Gonna have to show me. And even though he's not in my weight class, he showed me why he's undefeated. And people gonna think I'm crazy, but I think he stops Bivol in like 9 or 10.
Hey, Lionel, let me ask you something, man, because I haven't seen much of Zerto.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on his strengths?
Yes,
we don't got to talk about his weaknesses, but what is something that I should look for in this fight that he brings to the table? Because 44-0 is 44-0.
Right.
What does he do well?
And you know it's crazy, Nardi, everything. Like him and Beater Beef is the two best guys that ever been in the ring with skill wise. It's just that Beater Beef is strong on a whole nother level. But him and Beater Beef is like the same when it comes to skills. Like he know how to cut the ring off. He know how to and he cut the ring off and punch at the same time, which is extremely hard to do. He punched real good to the body. His punch selection is immaculate because he'll throw something to the body, and you would think, okay, he's gonna go to the body again, but he'll go to the head, body, turn like the stuff Lomachenko gonna do. For him to be so big and cut ground like that and turn and still able to hit you is like amazing to me. Like, damn, you big as hell, but you got quick feet, cut the ring off good, don't get tired. That's what I was really impressed with. Like his work activity, like he don't give you no time to rest. Like every time you, like when you in the ring with him, you got to be on point because he can hit you at any moment, and he put combinations together, and he gets stronger as the rounds go on. And surprisingly, his defense is great. I'm like, yo, I really had to work to hit him. Like I had to work to hit him. Like he covers good, he slips good, he rolled good, he turned good. Like I'm like, yo, damn, he really got his skills is really on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So, and I watched the Bivol fight when he fought Joe Smith, and Joe Smith was giving him trouble. And Joe Smith comes in a straight line. And Joe Smith is really, if you all know, good fighter, but one-dimensional fighter. He don't have weapons, and he hurt Bivol. You know what I'm saying? With a basic shot, like an overhand, like a looping overhand right. And this kid is slick. Like if I can describe him, he's like a slick Mexican, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a Chavez mixed with a little Pernell Whitaker. Like some of the times I'm thinking he gonna cover, but he slipped. And when he slipped, he slips where he slips, but still can hit you. Some people slip and take themselves out of range because they be too scared of what's coming back at them. He don't have that. He slipped in range. So when he slipped, he definitely makes you pay. You know what I'm saying? So I was like really impressed with the skills he had. And I'm like, yo, wow, like you good, like you like super good. It's kind of disrespectful. They don't talk about you more.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a question about the upcoming fight. If you have any information, is there going to be any drug testing? And how do you feel about drug testing as a whole when it comes to the sport? You think it should be mandatory in every fight, regardless of the magnitude?
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up to touch on that. Absolutely, because like I brought up the thing, a fighter can die in there. You know, Patrick Day died. You know, a couple other fighters died, get hurt. And I think the drug testing definitely should be mandatory because, like my man said earlier, I don't know which one said it, but he said it's about making money. And these promoters put that money over people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be acting like they don't know these guys on steroids. Me personally, I could be wrong. But me personally, I think a lot of these guys is on steroids. A lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But they just pick and choose who they want to catch. They pick and choose who they want to catch. Like I said, if the guy make money, ignore it. If the guy don't make money, then let's attack his character. When the guys that you love is doing it too. That's the one thing I hate about the sport. That somebody that's loved can do it. People forget about it. Some people that's not so loved do it, and he's a piece of shit. So what makes the other guy better? Because he generate money and the other guy don't? It's the same act. You get what I'm saying? Like I told somebody this. I said, how come Canelo can fight? And let me get this straight. I love all fighters, but I can't stand the ones that cheat. So I said, how come Canelo get to fight Floyd with 45 professional fights, 8 or 9 world title defenses, and get caught for doing stuff that's not so honorable? And people say, oh, it was just too early for him to fight Floyd. And they brush the other stuff under the rug like it never happened. But how come a black fighter can lose early in his career and he's a bum? Oh, don't get caught for using steroids. Oh, my God, use the biggest piece. You deserve to die. And I asked the reporter that, and the reporter, I could tell he wanted to have a rebuttal, but he looked like and just walked away. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it should be mandatory for all parties. And I think that the person that you fighting should be there watching you get your blood tested. It should be somebody there on the other team watching to make sure nothing get brushed up under the rug or they lie and say, oh, no, he was clean. Because I believe that goes on, too. To like if you look at David about to fight Jose Uzcategui. Now, David tested positive. They said it was cocaine, but, you know, people who smart, they want to believe that, you know, fine. But Uzcategui tested positive when he was about to fight David Benavidez. Now, I got a couple questions there. I say, why does Uskategi feel like he needed to juice against David Benavidez? You know what I'm saying? How can David Benavidez be fight? How do Uskategi get an opportunity when he got tested positive for steroids and he lost to me? You know what I'm saying? So like when somebody asks me about PBC, they pretty much do what they want. Let me would have get caught testing positive when I fought Uskategi. They would have crucified me. But when the guys that they like do it, they just brush it under the rug. And what pisses me off is that the people just forget about it. The people say, oh, and so my thing is, with Uskategi, since you got caught cheating there, I don't know when you started doing it. I got to believe you've been doing it. So you being a world champion is nothing to me. Like, you may have been cheating fighting all those guys. We don't know. You get what I'm saying? So I think the drug testing, they need to crank down on that in boxing. Because like I said, for me, the money that these fighters get paid, it's not worth dying over. It's not worth dying over. You fight somebody on steroids for $30,000, and they tell you, "Oh, it's about the opportunity." You win, and then the casual fan looks and say he's a bum.
Yeah.
And I'm giving it to y'all from a B-side perspective.
Where do you think the cutoff should be with that? Like, do you think it should just be absolutely nothing in your system, or do you think like protein, creatine, like shit you get from GNC should be okay, or you think it should be absolutely just water and food, and whoever's the best is the best?
Well, I'll put it to you like this: my last fight at 34 years old, I made 168, and I've never made that weight before. I didn't use no over-the-counter supplements. I just did it with food and water on a 2.5 week notice. You know, but who knows? I honestly, I don't think there's nothing wrong with protein and stuff like that. But when you getting tested positive for EPO, testosterone, stuff that makes your body be able to do more and take more, I think is the lowest thing you can do. When all we trying to do is all the fighters trying to do is make money and feed their family. And when you put something in your system that can possibly permanently stop that, I think that should be considered first-degree murder, and you should be charged.
Yeah,
like
that's what I said. Yeah, I was agreeing with what you were saying because I was my next question for you was, do you think that if they stiffened the consequence for the PED use, that it would take it out of the sport?
That's crazy, Nardi. I like Nardi. He's a smart dude. He asked the right questions, because I was going to say the penalty should be if they catch you using steroids, they take your money back. I bet you they'll stop then.
Right.
And it should clear your wins too. At least no contest at the very least.
Yeah, no. But my thing is this: when you touch that money, I gotta change. Like, okay, you made $5 million. I'm taking all that. So that house you thought you was about to get, nah, sorry, we taking all that back, and we're gonna charge you with criminal charges, because that's really robbery. It's really robbery. You put something
murder
that makes you better against. It's like fighting a machine. It's like, so you can kill this guy, and then you get to just go live your life happy ever after, and you get all this credit and all this stuff when you cheat in the system. No, that's dishonorable. So since you did that, we're going to take the money back, and we bring it. And if you hurt the fighter bad, we're going to bring you up on criminal charges. You got to train and sacrifice just like him. That's what makes boxing so great. Like if you notice, when certain guys win no more, it don't even be emotional like it used to be. If you see like Hagler back in the day when he won the title, how he dropped to his knees and cried, that's a man who persevered. You can tell it's real. Like, yo, it's different when you training and you want something and you know you're not going to get tired. And you know you're going to be able to go to rounds, and you know you're going to be strong. That's one thing. But when you're doing it naturally and you like, damn, what if I'm overtraining? What if I train too hard? What if I get hit and get knocked down? What if I get knocked out? What if my nerves get to me? What if I freeze? Because that's what fighters think. Damn, what if I lose in front of my family? What if I embarrass my family? What if I go out there and all these thoughts is going in your head. That's what makes it so great when you have those thoughts and you go out there and you successful. That's where the emotion come in at, like, man, I did it. Now these guys win, and then no more emotion no more. It's just like
robots for real.
You get what I'm saying? No more emotion. You get what I'm saying?
I think it should be a one and done. I think your first time, like you said, the money, And the second time you're out the sport, no ifs, ands, but done
I agree with you.
forever.
I
That's
agree
it.
with you. And it's like, man, this ain't no game. You can literally die in there, man. This ain't no game. You can die in there. So why would you put it's just like coming into the ring with a machete. And I don't have nothing, and then you kill me and people call you a monster.
So like in the event of a fucking Margarito putting shit in his gloves, that's even crazier. That should have been automatic lifetime ban. Not no, you're suspended, come back around.
I totally, and that's what I said. We're like they pick and choose. We pick and choose who we want to penalize harshly because it's about the money. At that time, Margarito's one of the hottest things in boxing, so it's about the money. And I just think that's extremely unfair. I feel like character needs to matter more than money. I feel like care about, because my thing is this: if a man trying to feed his kids and you put something that can kill him, and his kids get to witness that, and everybody think about this: everybody's screaming and yelling, ah, why you watch another man kill your father dishonorably. You know how traumatizing that is to a kid when all you was trying to do was feed him.
Yeah, that is pretty terrible.
You get what I'm saying? And then his kid get to watch his whole life people, you know, because fans can be insensitive sometimes. Oh, he a bum, he knocked that nigga out. Oh, look, laughing and all that shit. Promoters saying, oh, he's just this incredibly monster that's just so good, and you got to hear that shit for the rest of your life. Knowing that this motherfucker took something that was illegal.
Yeah. Do you think they should keep piss samples on hand to test later like they do in like Olympics and shit?
Absolutely. I think it should be a divided testing too, where it can catch anything. Because some drug testers only look for certain stuff. I think they should do the most expensive one where it catches everything.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So I've been talking about people about this shit. So I've heard that they have a basic test that covers like 80% of shit. But then like the ones for like specifically for like HGH or specifically for EPO cost more money. They're more expensive. So on average, like they don't really do them. Right. And so in the essence of that, it should be the promoters paying for all testing, or it should be included in contracts most likely. And I agree with you. It should be the most expensive. 100% we testing for everything. Because if a fighter knows, okay, I'm doing the basic test, it only covers this. Then they know, like, I can go do these though, and they're gonna have to pay another $100K, $200K to test me. They ain't gonna do it.
Right. And I feel like if it weren't for these performance enhancement drugs, a lot of these champions we talking about wouldn't even be we'd never hear of them. Because you gotta realize. I'm sorry, Naughty. Go ahead, King.
So let me ask you this: how do you feel about Snack?
I'm glad you asked that. Yo, Nardi a boxer. I can tell you watch boxing a lot. I don't like it. You know, I think Victor Conte got caught cheating before. I think now what he do, I think now when you get caught, like he's such a genius, I think he make it to where it's like cheating, but it's like not cheating. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean that's just because my thing is this: he only takes certain people, and I heard it's like $12,000, right? So if you was not, I'm gonna ask you this, Naughty, because you seem like a pretty sharp guy. Let me ask you this: if you had something that everybody wanted, right? Why would you only take a certain amount of people? Wouldn't you take anybody that can afford it?
Yeah, because it's a business.
Right. It's like, yo, I don't care if you got losses or not. If you got the money to pay, I'm gonna take you. It's $12,000. Why is he only taking certain people?
To answer that, I would think it's a brand thing, right? He would only want undefeated fighters or winners or champions, because if a majority of your stable keeps losing, then it's gonna make it look like your product ain't working.
I mean, you can say that, Max, but at the same time, with his past history, it just make it look fishy, bro.
Thank you.
So you think Devin Haney's fishy? He's a snack dude.
No. I'm not trying to incriminate nobody.
Right.
And I don't even want you to talk about it too much, because I don't want you to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I just wanted to know, because I'm from the Bay Area. I remember when Mark McGuire and them niggas was smashing home runs out of the fucking, yeah, bro. I remember that shit. And then for him to be back online and him to be You know, because it's one thing to be remorseful for something that you did, then it's another thing to try to go be an advocate in the other direction. Like I catch him trying to say like, oh well, I remember he tried to accuse Errol of juicing. He tried to accuse a few people of juicing, and I'm like, bro, you got your nerve. Like even and to me, it kind of gives off the wrong type of energy. And see, I didn't
Right.
even know. I
Right.
didn't even know that he was only accepted certain people. That's more bad energy to where it's because he is a genius. This the whole play, bro. You're a genius, and that's a known fact. So you could be over there with a special potion for motherfuckers, but you know what I mean, even though Devin Haney ain't knocking nobody out with one punch, so I can't just try to incriminate him. But
Right.
it
No.
just kind of fishy to me, man.
Right. And you got to realize some drugs like it don't make you stronger. Some drugs like EPO, it don't make you punch harder. It just make you be able to fight long,
Stamina.
hard without getting tired at all.
Mm.
Like some help your recovery. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like where you recover in like a millisecond. Some help your
Cut
muscle
weight.
mass where you gain so much muscle where you shred up and you look so much bigger. You boom, give you that superpower strength. You know what I'm saying? So it's different stuff. You get what I'm saying? And like I said,
Yeah,
I'm at Nardi. I'm not incriminating nobody. I'm just
yeah, I
saying.
know.
I'm just saying that why only take certain people? If it's 12, if you win this thing, this is your job. This is your job. So why would you turn away money? So if you imagine if you got 200 people paying you $12,000 and you say I ain't gonna take 200. I'm only gonna take 4. You gonna leave all that money on the
Right,
table?
right,
What do you think
right.
is standing in the way of? Because I noticed like every sport, every league, for the most part, other than combat sports, MMA and boxing, they all got player unions. But in this sport, there is none
Yo,
at
that's.
all.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, King. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that I mean, what's
That's
stopping
a
that
good
shit? I
question.
feel like if everyone, all the boxers or fighters got together and made it happen, it'd be kind of hard to stop. I understand promoters and checks and people not wanting it, but at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for yourself. Get some type of health care, get some type of help with
Come
your
on.
negotiation, like mandatory shit included, drug testing, everything else.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was just talking to somebody. I said, yo, you know what's crazy about boxing? I wish it was ran like NBA and NFL. You get what I'm saying? Because if you look at it, right, when you make it to the NBA, say if you don't even play and you sit on the bench, do you know the average pay rate for a player who never plays?
It's like a meal, ain't it?
It's a lot of money, boy.
Right. It's like I think it's like 500,000 to $1 million.
Yeah.
Just sit on the bench, to not even be a star player, for people to not even know you. It's like, yo, we gonna pay you. We still gonna pay you accordingly where you can take care of your family.
They got veteran shit. They got rookie minimums. Yeah.
So how come boxing, like it should be a rule where it's like, yo, because a promoter can just pretty much got their life in your hands. Like if you don't do what they want or you don't move how they want, they can say, okay, I'm gonna starve you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you could be a top fighter. Why? How is that even possible to stop somebody's livelihood? All because of your ego. You get what I'm saying? Like it should be some type of and boxers don't help each other. Like I feel like fighters listen, and that's why I feel like a lot of these fighters is dishonorable and like doing stuff that we don't know about because I mean this is the kind of heart I got. Like if I'm a fighter and I got $20 million and I see a fighter who ain't fought, who fights good, who's a top guy, but he having trouble, promotional trouble, management trouble, and can't get a fight, and I know he ain't fought in 2 years. But it should be something where all the fighters should say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. All of us gonna get $5,000 together and give it to him just to hold himself over for, a couple years, take care of his family until we get back rolling. It should be some type of union or something like to stop fighters from like what I'm trying to say is no promoter or manager should be able to stop a fighter from making a living. It should be no such thing as blacklisted.
Facts.
It should be no such thing as blacklisting because, like I brought up earlier, sometimes like NBA players, basketball is all they got. Football players, sometimes boxers, boxing is all some of us got. So it's like since. Because my thing is this, right? It's say if a promoter asks the fighter, hey, take this gun, put it to your head and pull the trigger, and the fighter say no. And the promoter say, okay, cool, I'll just make sure you don't eat. That shouldn't be allowed. That should not be allowed. all because the fighter got money or the promoter got money or the promoter is well known, the promoter got power. That should not be allowed to starve another man or stop another man from feeding his family. So I agree with you. I think it should be a union, man. I think it should be a union where it's like, look, yo, everything has to be fair. Because you got to remember, yeah, the promoter got the money, but it's the fighter's life on the line. Like, we need each other. Because without me, you have nothing to promote. It's your job. It's your job to make me seem like the biggest thing in life. And it's my job to go out there and prove it. So we need each other. You get what I'm saying? But if we have a disagreement, there's no reason why you should still be able to eat and I can't.
Speaking of promotions, how you feel about them MVP promotions? How you like what Jake Paul is doing for the fighters?
Man, you got to get with Jake Paul, Lonnie. You got to get with Jake Paul, man.
Man, I would love
to answer first.
Listen, I would love to get with Jake Paul, but how I feel about it, honestly, if I can be 100% honest with you guys, like I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
Yeah, I understand that.
You hate
get what I'm saying?
Huh? You hate that he's the one that's doing it. It shouldn't be him doing it.
No, it's not that because like me, I don't really bring race into boxing because listen, any man who laces up them gloves, I respect you, regardless what color you is. But the fact I don't like is the fact that it's like he cheated the system because like
it's like he took the elevator instead of the stairs.
There we go, Nardi. There we go. You took the word. That's what it is right there. You took the words right out of my mouth. Like he don't know what it is to fight from the bottom all the way to the top and like. Damn, if I lose this fight, I'm back at the bottom. It's like since he got a couple dollars, and let's keep it real, the color of his skin, they just threw him right to the top, and he gets he get to fight Canelo. What about all the other fighters that's been putting pain in for their whole life and waiting for opportunity like that? You mean to tell me he get it because he's a YouTube star or whatever he is? And he so Nardi took the words, he took the elevator. So I love what he's doing. That he stepped into the realm and he got the heart to do it, which most men don't. But the fact that he get all this publicity and all this respect, you know what I'm saying? He get these big contracts, get these big purses and all that. And it's like, yo, you know what's crazy? All the tough fights I've been in, I never even made $100,000 for one fight.
Damn.
And then I hear this stuff about Jake Paul, like he making millions and he this and he that and he this and he that. I would respect it more.
Like some movie shit.
Right. Right. I would respect it more if he went and signed real guys. Like went and got like a real promotional company and said, yo, I'm gonna sign this guy and I'm gonna do it for real. Like if he reached back and said, you know what, since I had it, so easy, I'm gonna reach back and help some guys that had it hard. Like
but he's doing that though. He's doing that.
He is?
Yeah, he's doing that. Because look, Montana Love was a good fighter, but he wasn't at the level he is now. And the only reason why he's at that level is because he was on Jake Paul's undercard. And Amanda Serrano, he put her in the game. Her versus Katie Taylor, that was the biggest payday up until Clarissa Shields fought Savannah Marshall. So I mean, he's doing this thing. He ain't. Okay. And then
that's why I said my bad. Go ahead.
B-side, and listen, the people that's fight on the B side of the cards are getting the biggest paydays ever, right? So they're getting the biggest paydays they ever had in their life. Like my boy Dreamland, right? Out of he fighting Vegas, but he's from Oklahoma, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was saying he would have made so much money if the Jake Paul versus Hakeem Rahman Jr. would have went on. He would have made so much, the most money he's ever made in his life had that fight would have took place. He said he was hella happy being an undercard because the money that they're giving out is amazing. So we need you to get with Jake Paul so you can get some fucking
get some money we get before you get out the door, man.
See, that's why I understand what he said though, because he answered it perfectly. See, it's a love and hate thing because the money is there, but that don't mask the sacrifices that these men had. Because I'm listening to him and I'm getting enlightened on the life of a fighter, and I'm hearing him. I can listen to a person and feel their soul, like the base of their soul, where it's coming from. And just for what I'm getting from Mr. Thompson is, the sacrifice. You talk sacrifice. You got NBA players. They get to go shoot balls outside and hear the ball swish. You know what I'm saying? Football players, they might go run some cones and shit. These niggas getting punched in their face, bro, for to get the experience and gain the knowledge that they need to be better, and then they get put in position to whereas if they lose one fight, you know what I'm saying, they go back to the bottom of the barrel. So to see somebody like just come in the game and because they got money and because whatever they race or whatever you want to factor into it, for them to catapult and be able to reach heights, that's crazy because
the only thing I can't hold against it, like you said, Jake had money, but he chose to use his money to do his own thing. He put on his own pay-per-views with no promoters. He's put on pay-per-views with 3 different platforms: DAZN, Triller, and fucking Showtime.
You know why, bro? Because he's not going to lose. You know why? Because if he lose in any of them promotion, any of them big fights, he's not. No, I'm saying I'm not talking about the fight. I'm talking about, let's say he invests his money and he loses it all, bro. He's not losing nothing. He's not losing anything. He's not risking anything. They risking their life to have to go in there with another man and lock horns and to get paid, bro. So for a motherfucker that's not fit to lose nothing, no matter the result, it's like, okay, that's why, Mr. Thompson.
How's he not losing nothing, Nardi?
Because he's losing money, but he's not going broke. He don't have to start over, bro. He doesn't have to start over.
Like if he lose, he was already rich before he got in boxing. So if he lose, like he's not going into the fight like Nardi, right? He's not going into the fight with the mindset, damn, if I lose this fight, man, it could be over. Like, damn, and I'm only getting 100,000 after I pay everybody taxes. It's gonna be like 40, and then if I lose, man, that 40,000 ain't. I got kids, I got this, I got that. Damn, so I gotta win. Like he going into the fight like, yo, I'm just out here. If I lose, so what? I can just go back doing what I've been doing. No big deal. If I win, I'm bigger than life. It's a win-win situation for me. So Nardi's right.
I mean, is it that kind of pocket watching though?
No, it's not. But what I'm trying to explain to you is,
you can't blame that man for getting his own money before he started to take up the sport.
Right. You're missing the plane, bro. If we're not pocket watching, what I'm trying to get you to understand is being able to skip the grind. We asking this man who grinded for everything, who got just knocked out a nigga that's finna fight Benavidez, won or however he won. He just beat the man that's finna fight Benavidez, and he's still looking for a fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just being able to cheat the grind, bro. Now, money do not get to mask the pain, bro. Don't.
No, I understand. I think people that come from those backgrounds more than likely are more successful because of the hunger and grind, right? Because we see the sons of famous fighters that grew up with silver spoons with money, and they get into sport, and you see the hunger's not the same. I get it, but it's not like you chose that shit. It's not like you chose like, hey, mom, dad, put me in a fucked up situation, so I have to get out of this. So it's not really anyone's fault one way or another, whether you came from money or you didn't.
But see, that's not the point he's making.
As a child, you don't get to choose.
Max, that's not the point he's making. That's not the point he's making. He's just saying that, like, he just giving you an example.
No, I get the point. I'm just saying, how can you hold it against one or the other when it wasn't their choice?
No, I'm not.
What I'm saying is, out of all the games you could now, if a rapper get on, like, nigga, all right, I got the money, nigga, I ain't had to go sell mixtapes out my trunk. I ain't had to go you know what I'm saying, go work the DJs to play this song. If a Master P turn around and I got money, so I could go try out for the motherfucking Pelicans, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is, out of all these different lanes that we talking about, we're talking about a specific lane where the consequences these niggas paying for their experiences, for their chances, the chances that they taking to get on top could cost them the whole everything,
right?
Their whole life, bro. So it's a different circumstance than how we would look at anything else. And I'm not holding it against him because I think that's what you're missing too, bro. I'm not holding nothing against him. All I was saying is I really, when he said his answer to the question about Jake Paul, I really felt where he was coming from because he loved it because of the exposure that it give to the game that they in, but he hated because he don't like, you get to skip being a child, being a child in the amateur, being 15 years old, having to watch your weight, watching the times of your life where you get to be the most undisciplined in your life, your teenage years and your 20s, you skipping all of this shit that everybody else doing just to sacrifice to put yourself in position in this lane, all to turn around and have to fight for your fucking life every fight.
Come on.
It's a different type of grind, bro, than anything else we talk. Like you can't really compare it to nothing else. To be able to skip that grind, bro, it speaks volumes on like how a motherfucker will feel. And all I was saying is when he answered the question and he answered like I love it, but I hate it at the same time. That shit like hit me, bro, because I felt exactly where he's coming from.
I understand. It's a catch-22, right? Because if Jake Paul did start the other way, we wouldn't know.
Ask you something, King. Like, you ever had a broken bone?
For me?
Yeah.
Nah, just fractures, no breaks.
You ever had a broke jaw?
Yeah, I shattered my arm. I got shot in my arm and it shattered. I got metal rods.
So now you kind of can relate to this. Like you know, it's like going with fractured noses, broke hands,
hell yeah,
feet hurting because you got to run, neck hurting, headaches constantly, broke jaws, broke. You know what I'm saying? Everything always hurting. You can't even sleep properly, and when it's all said and all that for when you get to the game, you have to give an A-class performance. You have to ignore you being human and say, listen, fuck all that. I got to go out here and win this fight, or who knows what's going to happen for me. My last fight, I had a torn labrum. I couldn't pull out the fight. I couldn't say no because that was the opportunity of a lifetime for me. I got one of the biggest names in the sport, and I'm like, yo, you have to win. You can't give an okay performance. You can't give a good fight. You have to go out there and dominate to cross over. Fuck that torn labrum. Get it fixed after. And then to get the money I get paid, and after I paid everybody, like Nardi said, all that suffering, sacrifice, hard work to have crumbs at the end, and then you see a Jake Paul, you like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not saying it's his fault he grew up with money. I'm just saying, damn, why do he get to skip the grind? Because he got a couple dollars and he's the right, you know. Yeah. Like, why do he get to skip the grind?
I was going to ask you, this segues into my next question. I was going to ask you as a fighter, and I've been on these platforms, I'll talk my shit, right? So you talking about the injuries you've occurred and shit. I'm a big fan of you let the fighters go out how they go out, right? Like I'm a big fan of stopping them for 5 extra punches after they look wobbly is not really saving their career when they're going to go out and fight again, right? If that's their last fight, I get it, but they're going to go out and get punched 100 more times their next fight, more in sparring. So what are those last 5 that look bad on TV? Like, because I feel like every fighter chose this path. Every fighter said, I want to do this. I signed the contract. And so it's like, if you get knocked the fuck out or whatever the case may be,
comes with the game.
Comes with it. So how do you feel about the stoppages? Like sometimes you see early stoppages. Sometimes people say they took too much damage. Like, what do you feel on these stoppages? I'm a fan of let it go out cold until they're out or they can't hit the 10.
Well, with all due respect, that's because you've never been hit, you've never been in a boxing match before. I think the stoppages is great because, like I said, man, these guys is trying to feed their family. If you see a guy not responding right, stop it. Stop it. Like if I was a ref, I would stop it because it's like, listen, at least you get to live to listen. Some people get punch drunk. Maybe me stopping it saved you from that. And now you got a little bit of money. You can take some time off, and now you can get yourself together and come back stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Like Lionel said, bro, they fighting for their life. So a nigga might be knocked out on his feet, and he might think like, damn, bro, if I'm fit to go out, nigga finna have to separate me from my senses because this is all I have, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is all I got. So
I'm just more of a fan of the old school shit where they fought until they were incapacitated. You know, like in the early days, it was just you fought until someone couldn't respond anymore. You get 28 rounds.
That's kind of being insensitive though to everything.
But I'm kind of like, I understand now as a sport, but I look at it as like a fight. Like I get it's both, right? Because it is a sport, it's a business also. It's like 3, right? But like I feel like the essence of 2 apex predators fighting is to incapacitate the other person.
Okay,
like in the wild and otherwise.
Okay, so I can ask you a question. So, and I could be wrong. So what you're saying is that you don't look at fighters as human.
Basically, that's what you're saying.
No, I do, because I feel like humans are animals. That's what I'm saying. Like we're animals at the core of us.
See,
we just got civilized along the generation.
Hey, you're being sensitive to everything this man telling you, bro. At the end of the day, Max, bro, they in there because
you see fighting this war.
Hold on. I gotta do a drop.
I would ask America, Do not attach any association of this to me whatsoever. I have nothing to do with such idiocy, such blasphemy, such ridiculous nonsense. This is so disrespectful. It really, really is.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, being defensive because I'm gonna be real with you, Max, and this is what I was trying to explain to you earlier, man. Like, you know, I'm a man, I have pride, but I know when to put that shit to the side. Lionel just set me straight on something, bro. Like, because I just called Bud opponents Uber drivers, and for me to say that is disrespectful. For me to say that after what I'm taking in from him is so disrespectful to a lane that I'm not in, bro.
Real.
Nah, it's all good, bro. I don't mind being corrected, bro. I care about coming away with the right answer. You know what I'm saying? I got sons and shit that I have to teach what's right. And if I'm to be the type of man that can't be corrected, then I could probably never learn nothing. But you know what I'm saying? Just to call a man a bum, and I'm sitting here listening.
Damn, he cut out.
My bad. I'm sitting here listening to him explain the pain and the suffering that they go through and the callous that they have to put over their heart and their feelings to do what they do. To call a man a bum that's doing that, bro, is just out of pocket for the type of man that I choose to be for myself. You know what I mean? Now, but when you say that they should be knocked unconscious, that's pretty much the same thing as saying let some dogs fight to the death.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
That is what I'm saying.
No, you can't do that with another human though, bro. Like you can't be that insensitive to something that you're not doing. This is what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, like Lonnie just said, you have the risk of dying every time you step in there. So you technically are fighting to the death.
But if you was a fighter and you were saying this, if you was a fighter and you were saying this, then it would be a little different. But to come from somebody from the outside saying, "Oh yeah, fuck the nigga, let him get beat all out the ring." This man family watching. He got to turn around and wake up the next day and feed his kids. He got to turn around and wake up. Nigga might have a job because he's not doing that good in boxing. And he still got stuff. Nigga might take his, I be seeing you, Max, you be taking your girl to school. You be doing, like, niggas got lives.
But Nardi, my thing is, they chose this. Nobody forced them to get in the ring and do this shit.
And sometimes you have to save a real nigga from himself, bro. Exactly. If a nigga don't understand that, then you just don't have no compassion in your heart. There's people. My little cousin, he lifts the weights. He got one speed, bro. And I know when he get to the bench, I better creep over there and spot him because he gonna go until he can't. You know what I'm saying? And I have to save him from himself. Now in boxing, this man just explained to us that they are fighting for their lives every fucking fight, bro. So a man is fighting for his life as a referee and somebody that has compassion for the human race, bro. I'm not fit to let a nigga get just
killed.
Then I would have let him fight in general.
Wait. Well, here's my thing. I want to say something. No. You said that's why dogs fight, right? But ain't dog fighting illegal? So basically, what you're saying is that
only if you get caught.
No, wait. So basically,
Max, come on, bro.
God damn, Max,
come on.
Hold on. None of y'all been in no dog fights. Hold on, time out. I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up, you little prick.
Yeah. No, wait. I'm gonna say something to you. So basically, what you're saying is that a dog don't deserve to get treated good because it's a dog. Is that what you're saying?
No, but I'm saying is if anything, dog fights are worse because the dog didn't agree to go do it. You put the dogs in there to make them do it. But a human being decided to do it, sign a contract, say this is what I want my life goal to be. I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to go to college.
Wait. But let me ask you this. Because we see the money we can make. You think if we didn't make money, we would sign up to do this?
I mean, I would hope not. But at the same time, you say people aren't getting paid enough. So if you're in it and you're not getting paid enough, halfway through, you're not like, this ain't for me. You're like, well, I just got to keep going until I do get paid.
No, but it's because boxing is one of those sports where you can get rich overnight. Look at Buster Douglas. He had $15 in the account when he fought Mike Tyson. Fought Mike, got $2 million. The rematch he got when he fought, then he was rich overnight. That's why, because it's like to put 20-something years or 17 years into something that you love and just turn around and say, forget it. It's like, come on, when any day can be the day now. Like you might get that call, like, yo, you want to fight? Yo, that can change your life. That's why they do it. because it's hard to put. It's just like, what do you do for work? If you don't mind me asking.
Bartend,
right? So say if the owner of the bar say, "Yo, you keep working here. When I die, I'm gonna give this to you." But you ain't making no money, but you see all the money that the bar is making. You like, wait, you gonna get this to me? And say he don't die for another 20 years, and this the 18th year, and you like, man, fool, but he got 3 more years to die. You gonna stay? You gonna be like, yo, I ain't made no money yet, but when he go, he said he gonna give it to me, and then all this gonna be mine. So all the suffering and all the waiting paid off.
I mean, if it was,
hey, Max, if you can't understand,
no,
man,
I understand what he's saying, but for me personally, it would have to be a signed contract. I'm not taking someone's word for this shit. I'm not hoping and waiting that hey, he said he'll do it. Now, if he puts in contract, when
30-second timeout, man. 30
Thank you, bro.
Leave that dope alone.
You haven't.
He need to leave that dope alone.
Bro, come on,
bro,
I'm a go-getter, bro. I don't sit around and wait for shit, dog. Like, that's just me personally. If he asks me a question, I'm giving him my answer, bro. Like, damn. Like, what I'm saying, if he gives me a contract, like a will, like type shit, like, hey, when I'm gone, this is yours, then yeah, I'll wait it out. But if you saying, I promise, I got your back. Just wait, keep waiting,
Max,
no,
this
you're not gonna hold me. Like,
see, Max, this the part where you be rubbing people wrong, bro.
I'm giving my honest answer. I really don't give a fuck if I'm rubbing people wrong, bro. I don't do this shit to please you guys when I talk.
So a nigga sitting here giving you firsthand information on the life of something that you spend every day talking about, and you don't give a fuck how a nigga feel about it. That's what you're telling me, bro?
No, he asked me a question about the bartending situation. I gave him an honest answer.
No, I know. I'm talking about.
Hold on, Naughty, hold on. You basically asked him why boxers hold on. He was basically,
I do.
Listen, nigga, damn. He was giving you an example on why they hold on. Because if you hold on long enough, maybe that's the thing that can change your life, bro.
Right.
That's why. Dog, I don't understand why you couldn't get the concept, dog.
Because the level of insensitivity.
But like you said, it's maybe. It's not a guarantee.
He didn't say it was a maybe though. But listen though.
Okay.
Max, you've been doing this shit. Max, he been doing this shit his whole entire fucking life. He been doing this since he was like 5 or 8 years old, dog. This all the motherfucker know.
Okay, can I ask you a question back, Lonnie?
Hold on.
Bro, I don't need you to explain it. I get it, Kyle. But I get it.
No, you don't.
Look at the situation. Can we be honest here? Look, this from the information you just gave me right now. You said you're like, what, mid-30s, right? Like 30, 34, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. And you've been in these fights. You fought some good names already. You gave some good performances. You also got your injuries. But you told me you ain't made over 100K a fight. It looking like you're probably toward the later half of your career. Probably, what, maybe five more years or so, maybe more, if you're planning to go past 40.
That's up to God. But
right? So now that you're getting toward the end and you still ain't made that 100K, are you starting to think like, fuck, like what's going to happen now? Now that opportunity window seems like it's getting smaller, right? So I understand when you're younger, fuck it. When we're all young, we all take risks and do crazy shit to get the dough. But now that you are in that position, it's like, do you not? I'm not gonna say you have any regrets, but
hold on,
maybe you could have taken different steps.
Before you even say something, let me explain something to you, Max.
But he don't need a lawyer, bro. I'm asking him a question.
No, let me explain. Let me explain something to you, bro. Cause I'm just talking to you, man to man. Because I have a son, bro.
I asked Batman. I asked Robin, bro.
Who was thinking about fighting, bro? And what I was explaining to my son is fighters love you. If you don't like getting hit in the face, nigga, you ain't no fighter. And I'm saying that to tell you, bro. Fighters are born fighters, bro. They are born fighters. That's why they do what they do. So when it comes to them doing what they do, bro, they gonna do it. You know what I mean? They're not looking at it like maybe if I do this, it's not a plan A or not a plan B or a plan C, bro. This is what they was born to do. So they gonna do it, and which is why you don't let them fight to the death. Which is why you don't let them get beat senseless, bro. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. But go ahead, Lana, because I see I'm overstepping what he's trying to ask me.
No, you good, King. So, but you asked me, well, I don't think like that because at 34 years old, I had the best performance of my career and I beat a world champion. So for me, it's like you was right there. And then 2020, if that situation wouldn't have took place with me and Mayor of the promotions, I would have made 800,000 or $1 million 2020. So it's like I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. All that time. So I did all this. I did all that time, all that work, all that stuff, all that climbing the mountain. And I was almost there to just turn around and say, Oh nah, I can't. Like I can't do that to almost everything I want at the tip of my fingers. To me to just say, nope, I'm getting older. Nope. I put 17 years into this. I just can't do that. Listen, I gotta faith it out. Like this, my mindset is like, yo, you ain't took no punishment. You just beat a young world champion. You crushing everybody. You know what I'm saying? So let's wait it out and pray that it's a good expected end. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I understand. I didn't know you had that deal on the table. That makes sense. If I'm that close to $1 million, I ain't even touch 100K. Yeah, we all in.
So
all in.
I mean, honestly, for me, that's why I'm holding on. Cause I'm like, yo, it'd be foolish. Even people and reporters tell me. I had a reporter tell me, promise me you ain't gonna give it up, cause you still owe us some great fights, man. People want to see me fight David. People want to see me fight Caleb, and I'm like, these fights are a possibility for me. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy is about to fight David, I've crushed him first. So it's like that's how close it is for me. So for me to put 17 years and just turn around, it's like, yo, that'd be foolish of you. Like it's like I like how they say it. Right before your greatest blessing is the hardest or something like that. If I'm along those lines. So it's like yo, let's just hold on. I mean, even I'm out here with Zerto. Even Zerto said, yo, I can't believe you're not world champion. I can't believe you ain't world champion. Like, what's going on? And I told him my situation. He's like, yo, man, we're gonna do everything to try to help you. So it's like everything is coming together. So it'd be foolish for me to just waste.
And imagine if you would have quit though. Imagine if he would have said, fuck boxing.
Right.
I'm not going to this camp.
Right.
I'm gonna sit my ass in Vegas and work this security job. He could have missed this blessing. This might be the blessing that he needed.
Exactly.
So man, hey, for the first time in the history of our show and probably Mex's life, he understands somebody's side. I
do, but this is why I want to talk to fighters, Kyle, because we all on here talking as fans. I say what I say, motherfuckers. But my thing is, if I'm gonna say it on platform, I'm gonna say it to a fighter's face, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit here and try to politic with you. Like, oh yeah. No, I'm gonna say what I said before. Like I think if you chose this lifestyle, you chose whatever comes with it, including possible death, possible brain damage, possible. We know the possibility.
Hey, Kyle, I'm with you, bro.
I mean, it's just like okay. Here's a perfect example, right? NFL. We know for a fact you play football your whole life, you are going to have CTE. It is 99.9% from all the studies that have shown. So if you have a young son, why would you put him in there from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hoping he makes the league so he can pay you out, but he's going to have brain damage?
Wait. I want to ask you this. So what you're saying is that if an NFL player is on the field and his arm get broke, don't take him off the field, keep letting him play?
That's exactly what he's saying.
I mean, if he wants, that's what he signed up for.
Oh my God.
I mean, if he wants, as a fighter, if he wants, if he's being forced,
that's him, bro. Leave that dope alone.
You haven't.
He need to leave that dope alone.
I'm saying it's different if the coach says, I don't give a fuck, go in there anyway. That's different. Someone's making you. But if you say, nah, coach, you know what? I'll play one fuck on. I don't care. Fuck you, do it, bro. Like, that's what you want to do.
Nah, brother.
Like, I think every man is responsible for their own life and their own decisions that they make, as long as they're not being forced by someone else. So I'm a rock with whatever decision that person made, whether he decided to sit down, whether he decided to go in. If that's what he chose and he wasn't coerced or forced into it, then so be it. Now, I know some people do things for money because, you got to get the check, because if you sit on the bench, you might get the check. And I understand those politics of it. But I'm saying, like, at some point, they chose a career path knowing the consequences. So if you know the consequence, just like people that sell dope, you might go to jail. You still do it anyway. But you can't be sad about it when you go to jail.
Hey, Lionel, man, I ain't want to get up out of here without saying a couple things to you, man. I appreciate you for coming on here. I appreciate you for correcting me where you corrected me, man. I appreciate you for giving us firsthand, insight on the life that you guys have to live, because, I'm a big time boxing fan. I actually study the sport, man. And, I had just left, but I wanted to come back and just give your flowers. And I'm gonna look you up. I'm gonna pray for you, bro. Keep it going, man. It's gonna come. I'm telling you, man. When niggas stay down, he can't do nothing but come up, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm going, Kyle.
Appreciate that.
All right, Nardi. Hey, Nardi, before you go, he already left. Yeah, man. But Niners we just got Christian McCaffrey, man. I'm excited. But
I seen that, Kyle. Christian McCaffrey to the Niners.
Yeah, KP, go ahead and talk to my man L Boogie, man.
What's going on, King?
What's up, man? Glad you joined the
Mason leave that dope alone, though, man.
Bruh,
alone.
Hey,
now Mix is hardcore Like he just sees it from that point of view. The thing that changes your
Gladiator shit.
perspective, Max, the thing that changes your perspective though, because I got a son that played football, high school football, and he's a freshman in college, track and field. He runs track. He quit football, Lonnie B, because he broke his collarbone.
Right.
And he broke his collarbone. He broke his collarbone his junior year going into his senior year, Lonnie B. But he was first team All State, junior and senior year. And he was second team All State as a sophomore. And Mex, I even had him on Blu-ray's workout plan. He had put some work, he put some weight on and everything. So he broke his collarbone after starting the workout plan and all that and gaining weight. And junior year going to a senior year, but he came to me last year at the end of the season and was like, he didn't want to play no more. And Lonnie, he was getting recruited by Air Force Academy.
Wow.
For football. The kid told me no. I didn't pressure him to go play football, but my point is this. He made a decision and said he wasn't going to play. There was nothing I could do but respect that decision because I knew, like Max was just saying, that there was a possibility that he could get hurt even worse by continuing to play. In his sophomore year,
oh, we lost him.
Wait, where you go?
Lost him.
He had a concussion on a Friday night because the games was on Friday night. So they took him out the game, middle of the game. Saturday morning, he didn't remember what happened. And all I can remember that next morning of talking to him about the game is him waking up with headaches and crying about it because he couldn't remember. So that made me say, hey, forget it. If you don't want to play, you don't have to play. I told him that as a sophomore, but he kept playing and he finished his high school career. But he ended up getting a track and field scholarship because he's that fast. But you'll look at these things a lot differently once one of your family members or kids are participating in something like that.
There we go, KP.
Your perspective changes really, really quick.
No, but I have your perspective on KP. That's what I'm saying. With the knowledge we have, especially in kind of combat sports, boxing and football, it's guaranteed you're going to have injuries, whether they be physical or whether they be brain later on. So my thing is, if you know that going into it and then you do it, then I can no longer, not saying have the compassion, but it's going to be like, well, I mean, you knew what you was getting into. So now when it happens, I can't be like, instead of being an asshole, like, I told you this was going to happen. It's going to be like, well, I mean, you knew before you went in. It's different if you didn't know before going into it. You think like, I'm going to be cool. As long as I just, but you know, if you choose, like you said, 17 years of this shit, you know, like you're probably gonna have some type of brain damage when you get older. I mean, if you say you haven't been that much, that's good. But you said you have broken jaw, you have broken nose, you have ligament shit torn. That's part of the game. You know what I mean? Same thing. That's why if I had a son, I would never put him in football young when his brain's still developing to get concussed. Like, unfortunately your son did, KP. But when they make that decision too, I'm probably gonna be relieved also. Like, damn, I kind of want to see you in the league, but I don't want to see you on, crutches, not remembering shit either. So it is.
Hey, Max, do you think it's a cultural thing as far as Hispanic culture?
I don't know. I didn't grow up in Hispanic culture, so I don't know.
Well, if you really look at it, the way that they promote and the way that they show us Hispanic fighters, they try to act like they all will die on their shield. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's brain damage.
But you know what I'm saying? That's kind of promoted as if it's never promoted as if you understand what I'm saying, Lonnie B. They promote Hispanic fighters as
like a warrior. Yeah,
they have no defense, or right. If they fight with defense, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah. Like I get what he's saying. Like Hispanics defense is like hit me. That's their defense.
Yeah, their forehead.
Yeah,
come on, hit me.
Yeah, so that's why I asked you, Max. Do you think it's more so like a cultural thing? That you may not have been raised in it, but do you think that?
No, because all my favorite fighters are slick fighters. All my favorites, GOAT, Floyd's my GOAT of all time over any era, any weight class. So because of that reason, because he can't be touched and he can touch you. Because I feel like that is the essence of it, right? And I feel like that's the essence of going to any war, is to take the least amount of casualties and give the most amount to win the war. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, if you chose the game and you chose whatever came with it, and that goes for almost any profession or any lifestyle. If you chose the game, if you choose a gangbang, you know you can get shot. You choose to sell drugs, you know you go to jail. If you choose a fight, you know there's gonna be damage.
So, you ever been to a professional boxing match?
Yeah, I went with Kyle.
Okay, all right. So you've been front row and you seen guys get hurt in the ring and all that.
Yeah, I seen motherfuckers knocked the fuck out. Yep.
So basically, what you're saying is, since the guy, well, I could be wrong, but what I'm feeling is that basically you're saying since the guy chose it, if it happened to him, so what? He deserved it. That's pretty much what you're saying.
I'm not saying he deserved it, but I'm saying it was part of his decision. It was a consequence of his decision.
So right. So basically what you're saying is that since he chose it, I can have no compassion for him.
No, I mean it's still like you see some shit happen, like damn, like the shit what happened with Darrell. I was like, damn, bro, he gonna get up? Like you have it as a human, but at the same time, it's like if you didn't choose that, you wouldn't be in that position.
Yeah, it's just one like KP said, like when it's somebody that you're close to and you know, yeah, I believe and I don't think you saying this out of malice or trying to be cruel.
No.
I just think you kind of misinformed, like you know what I'm saying, like you looking at it from like and I'm not getting offended because I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not trying to offend you either.
I'm not offended. Like, but I just think once you live a little longer and start to see that, of course. And my thing is this: it's really not a guarantee that you're gonna get hurt because I've seen a ton of fighters that fought and that's good now, that have been fighting and good now. So it's really not a guarantee. So that's why for me it hurts so much. Like, damn, why that had to happen to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you understand what I'm saying? Like, damn, because I seen fighters who's good. Like I just talked to Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt, good. He's fine. Never had an injury. Eddie Mustafa in Vegas. Mike McCallum. Like, I see all these guys, and these guys is good. So it's not a guarantee that you're going to get hurt. You get what I'm saying? So that's why when the human part, when it happens, it's just like, damn, man. Like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me actually doing it and knowing what fighters go through, it's sad for me. And I just feel like they should be compensated whether you have an injury or not. That's just
have you ever cheered or been happy for a fighter that got knocked out?
Well, I'm sorry, excuse me?
Have you ever cheered or been happy for a fighter that got knocked the fuck out?
No.
Okay. See, I guess that's the difference. Because obviously as a fan, there's some you go in there like, oh, I hope this dude sleeps this dude. You feel me? And then they do, and you're
like me, because I'm somebody who did it at that. So when a fighter lose, I'm just like, you know, he lost. It is what it is. You know, pick yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Because on any given day, anybody can lose. I know everybody thinks Floyd is indestructible, but on any given day, he can lose. But even though we had our issues, I would never wish that on him.
That.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't wish it on nobody. Let me get that part straight.
I
don't wish it on nobody.
Because like I said, you can die in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? With all the stuff that goes on nowadays, like when Darrell got knocked out, I just saw a lot of posts that he got knocked the fuck out and all that shit. And it's just like it's come from most guys that would never even dare lace up a pair of gloves. That wouldn't even, not in a fight, but not even in a gym, even in sparring. You know what I'm saying? So the nerve of anybody to talk, oh, he got knocked the fuck out and blah 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 blah. Like it's just inhumane to me.
So how do you feel about gambling then? Because you got people putting $1,000 that someone will get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, listen, I've never gambled a day in my life.
Okay.
And I live in Vegas.
And that's why I can respect your opinion, because you're consistent on all the way through. You know what I'm saying? It's the people that pick and choose. And then it's like, oh, but I support gambling for someone to get knocked down to 8th.
Yeah,
but then you know what I mean? So that's why I fuck with you. Okay, you consistent all the way through. And I stay consistent the other way all the way through. Like, hey, this is what they signed up for, to knock each other out.
Hey, Lonnie.
Yeah.
He's Drago. This motherfucker, he's Drago.
He Ivan Drago?
Yeah, if he dies,
wait, Lonnie, hold on. Last question. How do you feel when you go in a fight and you knock a motherfucker out? You feel bad about it?
I pray that this is a fact, and if I'm lying, God strike me down right now. Even when I spar, I pray for the other guy before we even get in the ring. I say, I pray that me and him come out safe and able to feed our family again. For every fight.
Yeah, you're a real one.
Even in sparring. Even this whole camp, no sparring was there though. I go in the bathroom and say a prayer. God, thank you for giving me the talent. Actually, give me the strength, protect me and him, and that we both come out safe in Jesus' name.
That's fact.
I respect it, bro. I respect it.
We're gonna end it on that note, on a high note, man. Lonnie, you already know, man. I appreciate you every time you come through, man.
No, I love you for having me, man.
You know what I'm saying? We've been here for hours and shit. Hey, listen, we're doing this documentary. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man, we doing
this shit. And a lot of the shit that we're gonna use is from just off this interview alone. Like Mex really gave us a lot of like him. That's the thing about Mex. You might not agree with his perspective, but he got a perspective that we can all learn from. So.
Right. Like like I told him, I don't think what he's saying is out of malice or hatred or like they deserve. I just think he just don't know the depth of it. Like when he learned the depth of it, I believe, because he seemed like a pretty cool guy. I feel like his opinion to change. I feel like he'd be like, damn, I see what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really believe that.
I'm sure you changed a lot of people's minds, and you made a lot of people rethink a lot of the shit that they thought before. And we appreciate you, man, for coming on and spending this time with us, man. Give us your final words, and then we'll have you back on probably tomorrow or something like that. Or no, Monday. We had you on Monday.
Cool. Well, I just want to say thank you guys for having me, man, and stay tuned. Pray for me that I get my career back going, and I get what I deserve, so I can retire, leave this thing alone, buy my house, and then do this documentary. Me and you can do this documentary, and hopefully change the boxing game to make it better for fighters.
For sure. One question from Puro. Puro wanted to ask you a few things real quick before you go.
Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, champ? How you doing, Kyle? What's up, Max? No, I just kind of wanted to chime in on the question that, and it sucks that KP knocked off what he was asking Max on if he believes it's cultural, and Max was saying that he didn't really know that side of the coin, but because I'm Mexican as well, and I actually do think it's 100% cultural, because especially depending on where you come from. I'm talking about what country you come from. Like just in Mexico or Nicaragua or anywhere where they're third world countries, a lot of these dudes get in there because they got no other choice. You get what I'm saying? I mean, like I have a dad that he used to box, and he quit the sport actually, and this was back in 1940 something. But he quit because his manager was taking money from him, and I always wanted to become a boxer, and he never let me, and he never told me why. He died, and he never told me why he never wanted me to become a boxer. But I get it.
Right, smart man, not let you box.
Yeah, but I still dream about it. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm 40 now. I mean, and then I always kind of tell myself that, like, if I really wanted to do it, I would have done it. But then I also see the other side of the coin about, like, why did my dad, even though you see so many fathers put their sons into boxing, especially if they were boxers before, why was my dad the exception? But I get it.
Yeah, because he understood the business side of it. Like, I'm not going to send you out there and these guys put you in a tough fight for their financial gain. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of that's what it is. They try to put you in a fight for their financial gain and act like they're doing you a favor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, say if I offer you a fight and they say it's going to be $300,000. Your manager can say, okay, I'm going to give you 50. Because what they do is they go back and look at what you made your last fight and say, oh, you never made this much money before? Because they really want to take the rest of it and then act like they do you did. Then when you say no, they act like you did something wrong. Like when so your father probably seen, you know what I'm saying? That's why I respect your father. And he probably like, no, I'm not about to let my son go through that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They send you out there to die for crumbs and then act like they gave you such a great opportunity. No, it was a great opportunity for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, but boxing is they label it as a pimp hoe sport, and that's so disrespectful to a fighter. So all the stuff I just said we go through, and you label me as a hoe.
No, exactly. Like it's super disrespectful. And then this is coming from my dad that he went pro. He didn't have no amateur background, and he went like 8-0 with 6 knockouts. But he just like he wasn't gonna do it for free. Right,
exactly. And I don't blame him. Get paid. That's what this is about. This game is about getting paid. It's about getting paid and coming out with all your faculties and taking care of your family. That's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah. No, I totally get you, man, and I 100% respect you, brother. No matter if you were 20, 0-20, I totally respect you because you get in there, bro, and you get in there for people like me that like want to see you succeed, and sometimes it doesn't happen. but like it's a dirty game.
I appreciate that, brother, and that's why I want to do a documentary with called the B side. It's called the B side, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called the B side, right? Documentary we doing.
Oh, okay. It's about kind of like a upcoming fighter and all, like all the perils that they go through with the business and shit.
Yeah, but the guys that's not chosen, and hopefully we can get that changed around. But I go out there and I fight for all the B sides to show them, yo, it ain't over for us. You know what I'm saying? If we just work hard enough, we can really take over. So let's all come together and let's take over. Let's give it all we got, and let's lead this game with more than what they think a B side should leave with.
I hear you, man. I'm looking forward to it, man, and I'm with you. I'm 100% in with what you're trying to do.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I so appreciate
no thanks necessary, bro. Thank you.
Likewise, man. Likewise.
For sure. Respect.
I appreciate you, Lonnie. Thanks for the interview and shit, answering shit. Honestly, bro, I fucks with you the long way for sure.
Likewise, King. Word, likewise. And everything I'm saying, when you do your checkup on me, they're gonna be like, no, homie, a straight shooter. Nah, if he said it, it's real.
I could appreciate all that shit.
Word.
Facts.
Where you at, Kyle? Probably changing the diaper or some shit right now. Yo, Kyle got the squad, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys, man.
For sure. Stay blessed, man. I'll be praying for you, brother.
Yes, man. Likewise, King. Love you guys, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Damn, and then there was just hey, Puro, I gotta ask you a question. This has nothing to do with boxing, sports, anything we talked about.
What's up, bro?
What do you think about men going to baby showers?
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is funny because, and it's not gonna stop me because, like, I have no filter. I think it's ridiculous.
Thank you.
I'm man to go to a baby shower. I think it's ridiculous.
Thank you.
But unfortunately, like I don't knock a dude that goes to one. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like the way I've seen and the own males in my family and in any family, sometimes you don't call the shots. You got to go to these type of things. If not, you're gonna catch shit.
You gotta deal with it later.
that's just a fact of life, man. It's like a lot of people say, "Oh, I wear the pants," and you do. I mean, you ain't trying to be disrespected, because you're a man at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, man, you got to pick your battles.
Yeah. See, because my brother, he got 3 right now. He got 3 kids, and the 4th is coming in.
How long do y'all feel like staying on?
Now I gotta get ready for work right now. Is this about my last question?
I was gonna go eat.
All right, well, shit, we're gonna have to head out, man.
We out. All right, we out there. Hey, Kyle, once again, man, great fucking interview, bro. And I still stand on what I said, but I appreciate Lonnie being completely honest and giving the other perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's 2 sides of the coin. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm not trying to, just for everyone to know, I'm not trying to troll. This is really how I feel. This is why I stay consistent, regardless if there's fighters on, fighters off, we talking or not. So I just feel it'd be disingenuous for me to talk one way when they're not on, and when there's a fighter on to clam up and not say shit and act like I don't stand on what I stand on. So that's all that.
All right.
Yeah, great show, Kyle. Thank you for having me, brother.
All right. Hey, and this is for Mex. One more time.
You need to leave that dope alone.
You haven't. So
He need to leave that dope alone.
All right, y'all. We out, man.
Hey, fuck you, Kyle.
All right, fellas. Peace.
Crawford Spence.
You know, it's always a treat with players. Me, thank y'all for breaking bread with me. And with that, we out.
Got the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.